Oh, hello there, and welcome back to another D&D campaign on Reality Skewed Gamers. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. I will be your dungeon matter for today's festivities. Glad to have you all here. Hope everybody's having a great weekend as we get ready for Thanksgiving. As you can see, I'm growing out my beard. As many of us are, we're in training to get ready for this half marathon and running in the cold, man. I gotta tell you, I don't like it. It hurts my face. So if I get a little bit more fuzzy, that's why. But glad to
I
have
got a solution.
What's that, Finn?
Move to Florida.
I'm in Georgia. God, I don't want to go to Florida. I've spent time in Florida.
But then you don't have to grow a beard in
Well, in 2-3 months when I get my bachelor's done, and if you can give me a job, Finn, I'll move to Florida. How about that?
You can come to Northern California and run and smoke.
No, I'm not going to Northern
That's
California. California got too much stuff, but it's like if you pick Florida, there's hurricanes and
old people.
I don't mind old people. I mean, that's fine.
Oh, you say that now.
Well, it's snowing in upstate New York right now.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I've stationed in the Army at Fort Drum, New York. Hell to the no. That is the coldest I have ever been in my life. All right, so welcome to the game. Make sure if you guys, we are monitoring chat, but not that much. This is unusual in the sense that usually we're very interactive with the chat and things of that nature, but we're doing a D&D campaign. But if you want to leave a comment and stuff, we're watching it. So give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our Patreon. And we're getting ready for our ACS run. We're 1, 2, 4, 5 months away, Finn? Roughly?
Yeah. April 7th.
April 7th. And we're running a half marathon for the American Cancer Society. What in the hell are you doing down there, Finn?
The window isn't fitting proper. It happens. I always adjust it. So give me a second. I'll make it fit properly in the stream.
There you go.
It's all good.
Okay.
You can just continue.
So if you haven't already, check out our Tiltify. We will be doing a huge live stream of lots of different games. D&D will be a part of it. And what we're doing for the D&D campaign on the 15th, we'll have everybody here. We'll let everybody introduce themselves here in a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow you guys to bid on stuff. So while we're playing, I've got a plan for this. So you guys will pick the creatures you want the team to fight. And I've got a scenario where we are going to have them... have to face all these critters that you guys choose. So if you'd like to bid on that, then by all means, there's a list. Finn, is a list on Tiltify?
It's not on yet.
But it will be, right?
We'll get it soon. There's a bunch of things I'm going to be adding this week and prepare for 15th. We have the stuff with the D&D campaign. We also have something that good old Maurice is donating to the stream. So we'll be adding that, and we have a bunch of other fun stuff that we'll be adding in there.
There's a lot of stuff from different
watch
games.
out on Tiltify for this week. There's going to be a lot of additions that the community has given, plus the stuff for D&D.
All right.
So what's the magic number where we all die?
You'll have to find out. You'll have to tune in.
It depends how much is donated. If we end up facing 1 million goblins, I mean, there's not... At some point, we're going to die by 1,000 paper cuts. So.
It'll be a one-off.
And I will be the only one that survives.
That would be interesting.
All right.
Unless they can chase me in the air for 4 hours.
That's right.
Yeah, I can just float straight up forever.
I am going to Dimension Door somewhere very far away from all of you.
Yeah, very fast talk. Yeah. And I'm out of here.
Yeah. Oh, look, you're in a domed basement of some fighting place. You can't fly away. So that being said, check that out. We've got that going on. Let's introduce everybody. So, of course, I'm the DM. Finn, introduce your player, and we'll move on from there.
All right. So I am Finity. I am playing Oregon, who is a gnome bard, and I want to say hi to Varkesh, who is in our chat.
Hey, Varkesh. You know, chat's not working for me. I have to refresh it every stupid time, Finn. I hate that.
That sounds like a you problem.
I just said... Never mind. Finn, okay, you're on a timeout. Andrew, if you could introduce your character, please.
I play Yusuf, the Dwarven Cleric.
Very nice. Johnny Moe.
I am playing as Rogaris, the Dwarven Warrior.
All right. Grim.
I am playing Morngrim, the rogue that gets shot a lot.
These do get shot a lot. Corinth.
I'm playing Valorant. You're a Wizard Genasi.
All right. And last but not least, holding the team together, the lovely druid of the group. Tails, introduce your character, please.
Hey.
I take everything back that I just said.
I'm playing Celestra, Wood Elf Druid. You know, summoner of magical rhinos, and I like to make friends with mushrooms.
Pythons last time, Jesus. All right, so let us recap what is going on in the game. Our party, at last we last left them 2 weeks ago, was fighting in the dungeons of the Dragon Hatchery, we'll call it. They were going through clearing everything, and I have to bring everybody over there first, so let's do that. That might be helpful. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I'll select it, and then wait, it's too big. Okay, but they had invaded the cave network. They had attacked a camp, and they had wiped out pretty much everything with great tactical awareness and movement and ambushes. They basically just kicked the snot out of everybody, and then they started clearing out this cave system. When we last left them, the heroes had cleared out quite a significant portion of it, and they had gotten rid of two of the big persons in the cave, one of them being an old adversaries of ours, especially of John's. Rogaris had faced this guy before, and that was, of course, the Dragonborn Lingdorosa, and he had wiped them out.
Now headless
Lingdorosa. So the party continues to clear. They had just run into a horde of these dragon, kobolds and him, and they had just basically killed them. And so they have got this area pretty much secured. The room they had been previously in, here I'm pinging it on the map, is a giant statue Tiamat with the black head of the black dragon being the predominant head. So you get a sense that this is a layer more attuned to black dragons and the worship of black dragons, of the five-headed dragon. You also found a chest, which McCarvin's guarding right now. As you went forward and charged, you pulled a Han Solo and basically wiped everything out. Oregon was very brave. He flew up in the air thinking that he can jump over everybody and got shot, but nothing really hit. And a couple of well-placed fireballs of death from our...
Hey, I did do stuff.
I just said you did stuff. God.
You said I missed.
No. They missed you, and you did some stuff. Will you pay attention?
Okay. I just want to make sure. It's like the only time my gnome has done anything well offensively.
A silent spell goes off, and your character can't talk for 2 hours. And then Valron you can't even make noise. Silence. Like the Silent Library series. Silence! And now Finn is beating his head against his microphone. Fantastic. And then Valron had some amazing fireballs that just basically shish kebab fried everything in the room. So that's where we're at. You guys have cleared up to what you can see on the map. And let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer so you guys can see what's going on. A little bit closer. There we go. All right.
Wait, are you trying to adjust the map that I have showing?
For me, yeah. If you want to adjust your map the way you want to, that's fine too. So.
Yeah, just let me know where you want me to zoom in so I can just make sure the view is right. I have it kind of you can see mine. I have it just kind of panning over.
It's fine.
Get it just where.
All right. So you guys have 2 rooms. You have the room where you have back here where you killed the head guy, and you've got with the chest, something McCarvin's watching. You do know that the chest is trapped, and you do know that you don't know what's inside of it because you haven't opened it yet. And then you've got this room that you just cleared. It looks like a barracks room. You can see the mats and bedding on the floor. This is where a lot of the kobolds stayed and stuff. It was a big cave that was basically used as a barracks. So there's, it's represented by all these beds. There's a lot more beds and stuff in here, but you get the general gist of what I'm trying to do here. You see that the pathway does lead down to another area. So, Ebon Shade, what would you like to do?
I think we should make sure that it's completely clear before we
Make a perception check.
do anything else.
Our first roll of the day. Our first catch of the day. As Morgan says that, he looks around to make sure. And Morgan,
Wow.
you think
Our
this
first
is...
roll of the day, and you start us off with that.
Looks clear.
It looks clear. You don't see anything, Morgan. In fact, you think that you start looking around and then you see a feather on Morgan's hat, and you think, I have never noticed that feather before. And you're just staring at his hat.
Can I assist him since I saw him only staring at the wall?
He did say it out loud, so yes, I'll give you a chance to make a perception check.
Much better.
So, as Morgan studies Organ's hat intently, Celestia scans the room, and you see the room that you're you were currently in the hallway, but I'm guessing you're going to move forward. You move forward a little bit,
sure.
and you come up with the other guys, and you can see that it's clear. So you guys are in this barracks room here. You guys have cleared out everything. I'll move you guys into position because you just wiped out everything. You did. I think you looted last time everything, right?
We were in the process, I think, of looting everything that we could.
Okay, so let's start with 8. So who would like to make an investigation check?
I can, and I'll bring detect magic up as well.
All right, I can tell you right now, you don't detect magic. You know that you did use it in the previous room, Valron, and you know the chest is magic. Besides all the magical items that you have with them, you don't get any magical. Well, let me check because.
Yeah, from the boss guy. That's what I was mainly looking at.
Let me look see if he has anything magical.
I also have a kind of a random question for you, Ranger.
Well, let me look first. Let me look at that.
You know, they changed all the graphics in the character sheet.
Yeah, they did.
It looks nice.
No, you don't
Wow.
You don't get any.
Dang.
Why are we starting off the campaign like really?
You,
like the worst
you
start.
don't sense any magic coming off of him, though.
There anything left to loot on the now headless dragonborn body?
You find a great sword, good quality ring, and you find he used all his spears. So you find he was burnt crisp, but his great sword survived. So you feel like you can get a fair price for it. Looks like a masterwork great sword. It's a very well crafted great sword, and it does have the motif of black dragon on it.
So is it a masterwork or not?
Yes. You can tell being a dwarf. I'm not even going to have you roll.
Yeah, like the last two, Valron says, please, let's keep that. I might be able to use finely crafted items to enchant in the future.
Huh?
So we should be very careful with what we keep.
All right. Let's see. You are an 8. Let's see. Who rolled investigation?
Corn, he was staring at the big sword, apparently.
He was staring at his reflection in the big sword.
I mean, there's you find a bunch of dragon-themed talismans and amulets. Some are carved from bones, some from soapstone, some from wood, some from ivory. Nothing really that you would see anything.
Anything that looks like it's worth anything?
No. You do find total off looting all the corpses in the room. You find 38 gold, 152 silver, 704 copper.
Is Oregon still the treasurer?
I have been so far, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got that?
So repeat it one more time. I just want to make sure that you guys tell me before I write everything down. Can you repeat it one more time, Ranger?
38 gold pieces.
38 gold. Okay.
152 silver.
Okay.
And 704 copper. And what's funny about the copper, you find that it's all stacked up in a small circle, and it looks like these guys were playing some kind of dice game before they were rudely interrupted.
Ooh, do I recognize it?
Make an investigation check. Or make a... I already told
It doesn't matter.
Well,
Morgan was feeling older.
You think it was a dice game, but it doesn't seem familiar to you, Grim.
Sigh.
All right.
random question for you, Ranger.
But-
and
Yes.
it may just be an icon thing.
Sure.
The second bed from the right, on the right column, is kind of reversed. Is that just an accident, or is that intentional?
That's an accident. I just threw
Okay.
beds in here just to give you a sense that this is a barracks room. I was going to put
Okay,
more in
I
there,
just
but
wanted
I'm
to make
like,
sure it wasn't like an odd standing bed.
Yes, it is covered in gold, and you find it's worth 9,950 million gold.
Whoa.
We're rich.
That is one expensive bed. Okay. So, I kind of come to the ground now. So my fly is done.
I got so much loose stuff hanging around because I've been moving the pieces of the other people you've killed. So I'm like
I
cleaning
need
up the map a
healing.
little bit.
Yeah.
Before
I
I mess with
basically
that
kind
chest.
of collapse onto the ground, and you can tell Oregon is very hurt.
Do you guys want to take a short rest?
I think that might be beneficial.
And do you want to do it there or
Yeah.
the other room that has the TMS
Well, so
statue?
okay, so
Yeah, we
Ranger,
should go-
let me ask something really quick.
Yes.
The short rest. Haven't we already used the hit die for
Yeah,
the
but
day?
if you have hit dice left over, you can still use them.
If you have it left over, okay. Because
Right.
I think I used all of mine, so I
You
have
can still
nothing
take
left.
short rests if you have dice left over, right? If you do, you can use them. If you don't have any dice, the only thing a short rest does is give you back certain spells. That's it.
Right.
All right, so I have 2 hit dice left on that. So
I have
You can do your
8.
song as well, usually, Oregon.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I did my song earlier for you guys. That's why I'm out of my hit die.
Who needs a decent size heal?
I am at 7 out of 62.
Oh damn!
I'm at 54 out of 90.
I'm down by half. I'm at 21 of 47.
I had to go save Morgrim again. Says the
Well, I
gnome
wasn't
as he's
really
like crawling on the
lucky to
ground.
Yeah,
fly into
Morgan
a
started.
room
He just ran in. He
with
did a Han
kobolds.
Solo. He was like, just ran in there, and then he saw the stormtroopers shot and ran away. Like, ah.
I knew what I was doing.
Well, that wasn't your fault. That was Morgan.
Yeah, I know.
So does that make Oregon chewy?
Laugh
right,
it up,
so-
fuzzball.
Yeah, so I'm at 7 out of 62.
Okay, so
Is Rogaris like carrying the head of this dude with him still, dragging on the ground behind
Hey.
him?
I got it hanging out on my belt.
so you tie off this dragonborn head on your belt. God.
What are you doing?
Remember, you guys were going to just capture this guy. Then Morgan just went over there, or sorry, Rogaris went over there and just slopped off his head while he was unconscious.
Hold on, wait, Roger.
No, I crit hit
Leave
him.
it by the
Yeah.
body for now.
Yeah, well, he
Leave
was.
it for the body
yeah.
for now. You can take it after, but
No,
leave
he
it by
cut the
body
head
for now.
off. The head is off.
Yeah, that's fine. Just leave it by the body for now.
Well, why?
Yeah, I'll explain later, but I need healing.
McCarvin's like,
Okay.
guys, does anybody want to do something with this chest? He whispers that into the thing.
We're coming. That gnome down.
Let's say you guys
Heal
all
for
hobble back.
17, Bard.
All right, so you guys get all.
17.
Yeah.
I'll ask
So-
McCarvin while he's been there, has he noticed anything out of the ordinary about the statue?
Whoa! The ground
I
moved
know.
beneath our feet.
Oh. So
But-
so we all heal 17, or just Oregon?
It's an AOE that you just did, didn't you? Or was that specifically? What'd you cast? Healing Word? Teals? Celestia?
Healing word.
Healing Word? Yeah, that's one person.
Okay. Well, I have Prayer of Healing that I'm going to cast.
Oh, look at that.
I need to either take a rest or heal up before I mess with that chest. So,
Okay. Well, everybody can heal 18.
oh, nice.
Okay.
And McCarvin sees you guys come in.
And
And
who else is still low?
I'm down by 8 now. That was a nice
down by
heal.
20, but that's more reasonable for me.
Yeah, Corn, it looks like one of his nails is kind of broken.
Okay, so did Rogaris leave the head over by the guy?
I don't know. Dorogaris, did you? Or are you keeping it as a trophy?
I was going to bring it back to the village eventually. I mean, if you really want me to leave it there, but why?
Just leave it there for a minute. Don't and Oregon kind of stays over by the corpse, by the way, in the other room.
All right. So,
After the
either you
healing.
guys are all together for the healing, or you're
For
not.
the healing, and then afterwards he goes back.
All right.
He
So
can
you're
take the head back if Rogaris didn't put it yet.
Okay.
He can take the head back.
So
Yeah,
you put the
I
head
tossed the
back
head to Oregon.
Okay.
So you have a headless.
Make sure I get it back.
Mark that in your inventory temporarily.
What that I
Yeah.
have the head?
You have the head.
Oh, I don't have to mark it. What I'm going to do is hold on. Let me just. do
That's
this
a first.
quick.
If I gotta cut it off again, I'm gonna be upset.
No, it's fine. I'm going to put the head down near the body, so all the shadows come together, and then I'm going to use Mantle of Whispers and take the form of what's his name, Lindragos.
The spell fails.
Well, it's not a spell, but okay.
It doesn't work. I'm making y'all pay for cutting that head off.
Oh. Well, all I need is the shadow.
No.
I'll link it to that.
He cut the shadow's head off.
And I'll say this, Finn, so you don't use any kind of ability or stuff that you would have kind of recognized that you thought maybe you were thinking maybe you could attach the head or sew it or something, and you're like, you kind of just sigh because you realize that the head being cut off the body, basically the brain's dead. There's no, there's nothing to do.
I don't need the brain. I don't need the brain. I just need the body. I basically take the shadow and cloak it over myself in order to take the form of the person.
Okay, so link the ability in.
Let me see. How do I link? Oh, there.
Talk amongst yourselves while I do this.
So basically, assuming that it works. If it doesn't work, then obviously I'm just coming back with the head. If it works, then I'm gonna hit the pendant and let you guys know it's me that's coming through the hallway. Don't worry, it's just me. And then you'll see the dragon guy again.
At which point we all open fire.
And try to take your head.
I'm gonna let you. So I'll say I'll meet you halfway, Finn. I'll say you can use the disguise, but none of the memories are coming forward. Like you're not gonna know everything that this guy knows
That's fine.
because
I'm okay
because
with
the head was cut off.
Okay.
But you can take
Fair
his.
enough.
You can take his mantle.
Okay. Fair enough. So I now look like Lindragos. I'll grab the head now as it's decapitated, and then bring it with me.
Okay.
And now I can. I already said. I don't know if you heard, Ranger. So I hit the pendant. Say it's me. Don't worry. It's just Oregon. Don't worry. Don't worry. And I'm kind of saying that as I'm walking down the path back into the room with everyone.
All right. So he looks like Linder. So all right, you guys are all back in there.
Get him.
You guys are taking a quick short rest, and
I cast Entangling Roots.
I
just
say it over the
No.
pendant to everyone. Oh, fine. You guys are doing it
When
anyway.
it when it comes to the short resting, how does the healing work for hit dice? Just
you take your dice that you have, and it depends on your class and level. You have a certain amount of hit dice, right? 6, 7, 8, whatever they are. It's the type of dice you use to roll for your Constitution. You can roll as many of those that you have. So let's say you have 8 dice. That means, let's say like a rogue, that's D6s. You can use up to 8 D6s to roll, or you can use 4 D6s.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works. And once you've used hit dice for the day, you don't get them back. So that's why Rogaris is like, I only have 2 because he used some earlier.
so do we have to use them all in one sitting,
No.
or can we just be like roll until we're full hit points and then stop?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
So roll away.
Wait, before you guys do
I have
that,
8 of them.
before you guys go into the short rest mode and everything, I think we should just keep on moving. That other guy went through the mirror. We have no idea what they're going to be asking to come here. Time is kind of important now.
Well,
I don't think we should wait an hour.
McCarvin says, "What is this ornate
Yeah, I'm
chest?"
Yeah, I'm not leaving
Yeah,
that
I'm not
chest.
gonna mess with the chest if I'm not at full hit points, dude. If I set off that trap, I'm not good. I'm down 8 hit points.
Okay, I cast
9 hit points.
Cure Wounds. I cast Cure Wounds on Morngrim, and I'll cast it at a second level. So it'll be 2d8 plus.
Sorry, I'm down
Did
8 hit
Morngrim
points.
take those 18 that I healed everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you. Hold on. It'll be 2d8 plus 4. You gain 13 hit points.
Okay, I'm back at full.
Okay. While you're dealing with the chest, let's make sure we plan this time. Valron, do you have another arcane eye you can kind of send to scout everything ahead of us?
Well,
Maybe.
hold on. Before you guys do anything, can you go to the other room? That in case this goes off, it doesn't kill everybody. And I'll let you know when it's open.
Okay, just before we do that, is there anything valuable about that big dragon statue? Any jewels on it, or?
No, it's very well carved. It is colored, but there's nothing. It's carved out of the cave wall. It's kind of really unique in that sense. For the size, you figure that's how they did it, right? Very ornate, but there's no jewels or anything on the actual dragon itself of T-Man.
Okay.
Okay.
Rogaris, my friend, if I make a deal with you, will you promise not to lob the head off our victims before we have a chance to possibly interrogate them?
Yeah, I normally don't do that. That just kind of
Stuff happens, you know.
Okay, well,
You know,
I'm
I
just
don't
saying
like bullies.
if you feel that you want to murder someone and finish it off, coming on, remember, I will help make you a magical axe if you do so.
Ooh, okay.
So just remember that that's always gonna hopefully be a second voice in your head that says, "Hey,
So
maybe
you
I should
see-
not do that."
You see
It was
Valron.
a one-time mistake. We've all done things we regret, whether
Hey,
acknowledge
hey,
or
You
taking
made
a
one
wizard-
mistake and you're getting a special weapon. Shh.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm
Will
just,
the head
just saying.
help?
All right. I'm going to start moving into the other room. And I'm
Yeah,
also
what
going
is
to
it?
cast Cure Wounds on myself, Ranger,
Sure.
at a 3rd level spell.
Sure, go ahead.
So Varkesh mentioned something about a headless version of him coming back. I got a picture of the Snickers commercial, the Halloween one. Finn accidentally just uses the shadow of the head, so he comes back as a walking head. You know, the horseless headsman.
Oh, jeez.
That's why I asked for the head.
All right, so McGarvin's going to help you with this trap. He's looking at it. You see he's kneeling down in front of it, and he looks at you like...
And Morgan, give me a moment. I may be able to assist with the spell as well. So just give me.
Well, I don't want blowing up and...
I moved my
You
character
do know
into
that
the other room,
it
Ranger.
is magical. There is magic associated with this chest.
Yeah, it's...
I
Before you
moved
guys
into room
play with
8.
the magic
I don't know if
blow-up
everybody else
chest,
is
can I go
staying
hide in
there.
the other room?
Which room do you want? The one that Finn's in?
8.
Room 8, yeah. I'm
All
going to go lay down on one of those beds in case there's an explosion.
All right, Rogaris goes takes a nappy nap. What's the rest of everybody else doing? Celestia, Valron, Yuseth, what are you guys doing?
I'm putting my snakes in front of the chest, and I'm going to stand behind the pillar.
All right, so the snakes go near the chest. They have no idea what's about to happen to them.
Oh, before they
Yeah.
do that, I come running back. And I inspire Morgrim.
All right,
So
Morgan.
you get additional
how you
1d8
gonna-
on your...
Well,
roll.
not so fast there, homie. How are you going to
Okay.
inspire him?
I said I ran back.
I know you ran back, but how are you inspiring him?
Oh, I sing him a song.
Sing a song.
Oh, Morgrim, you're the best at disabling traps. Oh, Morgrim, make sure we don't die. Woo! And then I run back.
McCarvin gives you a dirty look. But take your D10.
I'm going to walk up to Morgan
Okay, let's
touch
see.
him and give guidance to him.
Okay, you have guidance. What does that do?
What does that do?
That gives him a D4 that you can roll to add to an ability check.
There you go.
So I can add a D10 and a D4 to an ability check.
8.
Okay.
D8.
D4. Okay. Let's see what
Faerun,
type
go
of
to,
traps this has on it.
All right, make an
Gives
investigation check. You have guidance and you have advantage because McCarvin's helping
But
you.
is everyone else staying there, or were they moving to the other room
Yeah,
too?
do you guys
I'm-
want to stay or move?
He has
I
a
have
door.
faith in
I'm,
I'd
myself.
say
I'm behind.
move.
I'm behind some sort of pillar, right?
All right, you go behind the pillar over here and you're like, nope. What about you, Valron?
I'd say go with them.
He has his absorb elements on him as well.
All right, so you have absorb elements on you. All right. What else? Are you staying near him, Valron, or are you moving? Last call.
I'm moving, yeah.
Okay, you go back there with Celestia. You guys are like, nope. What about
Wait,
you,
is
Seth?
he moving there or into room 8?
He said he's moving back behind the pillar with Celestia, I thought. He's moving away. All right, you Seth, you're the last one. Are you staying near these guys, and the snakes, or what are you doing?
I tell Morgan that I have faith in you. You can do this.
And then what do you do?
Stay right there.
Oh, Yuseth is staying. Look at that bravery. Staying next to his homies. All right. The trap is ready. The chest is ready to be moved. Morgan, roll an investigation with advantage.
No pressure.
Okay, roll again.
Oh, I forgot to turn advantage on.
It's all right. Just roll again.
Better.
All right. You are able to tell that the trap, the chest is trapped, and it's doubly trapped. So you and McGarvin are looking at this thing, and you're looking at it very closely, and you realize a couple things. You guys take a few minutes to really fix this over, and you guys are able to discern that there are two traps. There is one if you try to move it, right? You know that a trap will go off. You do know if you try to force open this chest that there is another trap for opening it. You know that it'll be triggered, so you're going to have to disarm the traps. One, to open it, and if you don't want to take the chest, then you know not to move it. If you want to take the chest, then you'll have to disarm the second trap.
I think we should disarm the moving one first, just in case opening up the lid moves the chest. So
Okay. You have advantage on this.
So yeah,
McCarvin's.
I'm going to try for the motion.
So you're going to try.
Pressure,
so
whatever
McCarvin's going to help you. He's going to like slowly, help you lift it. You know that he's very dexterous, but he's giving you advantage to try to disarm the first trap.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, with advantage. 26.
That will do it. Your second one was off 11. That would have been really bad.
Wow. Yeah, the second one rolled a 3.
So not only do you disarm it,
Nice
but you're
roll.
able to ascertain that this trap was set, that if you had set this off and you see the mechanisms, that there's a cord tied, there's a small hole underneath this with a slight, very hard to see thread, and there's an arming mechanism underneath the bottom. And you know that if you had tried to move this, what it would have set off is a acid spraying, or it would have set off a trap that would have been very, 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 very bad. So you're glad you didn't do that.
I was going to offer to have the snake just trigger it, but
Well, you
Well,
hear
the
that,
goal
and
is not to melt.
you hear Morgan say
chest.
that would have been bad because it would have filled the entire room. It was somehow
An
linked,
acid
and you
cloud.
see that there's gears and stuff underneath there. That if this had been moved without you, doing what you just did to stop the trap from being set off, that you figure not only this area, but it looks like it goes from what you can see from looking, as McCarvin's kind of holding the chest where you can get a good look at it, that it's linked to this entire complex. That something really bad would have happened, but you successfully disarmed it, so you're good.
Awesome.
So
Okay,
that trap has
on
been
to the
disarmed.
next part.
All right, so you have advantage on this to open the next.
And I will use the inspiration and stuff on this one
Sure,
to
go
be
for
on the safe side.
You can use it after your
Yeah,
roll,
if you
but
need
just
to- if
before
you
you know
need-
the result.
Yeah. Well, I'm just letting him.
Right.
Wait.
I got you.
After
I
the
got you.
roll, but before Ranger tells you whether or not
Right.
it worked or didn't work.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well. Let's see here. Do I need to do another investigation for this, or
You know
just
that there's a trap, so this is another sleight of hand check.
Okay, here we go. 26 again.
Yeah, you easily are able to, you take your thieves tools and you're working it, and it's a double prong trap. So you go kink, and you lock in the first one, and then you and McCarvin are both looking at each other like sweating. McCarvin's kind of helping you because his eyes are really sharper, and he's like a little bit did it, and then you get the second part of it. And so you've disarmed the second trap, and you realize that this was another acid spray trap, but specifically in this area. What would have happened is acid would have exploded in a big area, and then it would have caused fumes as well.
What's with these guys and acids? And then I look at the dragon statue. And
Black dragon, yeah.
Black dragon. Oh yeah. Okay, let's.
All right.
That was all for the traps that I could see on the outside.
They are all done. There's no more traps. You're able to. It opens up. You open up the chest, and in it you find. That's right.
I still have a check magic up.
Yeah. The thing that you were detecting was more the trap. It had magical components to you. So when he tells you what it was, you figured, okay, this was an acid trap. The one you think that was magical is the one on the bottom. That has some kind of magic component.
So I see that that magical energy has dissipated when he disarmed
it's
it, though,
basically,
right?
Yeah, when he disarmed it, he prevented the mechanism from setting off what looks like the way he described that. It would have set off certain things that would have set off magics, and basically like releasing acid and all of this other stuff into the chamber. And you kind of look around. If you want to make an investigation check, Valron, I'll let you.
Sure.
Natural 20, yeah. You see that there are holes as you look. Very well placed, but because of your heritage, you're able to see, and you can see that with all the dragon motifs, it's really gaudy. But black dragons are everywhere. But in their mouth and their eyes, their face and stuff, you see holes, and you get a sense that something would have sprayed out of those if that had gone off.
I have an idea. I wonder if we can. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, of course, I'm having a hard time finding the word for it, but reclaim the traps, so to speak.
This trap is stocked, but you don't know. It'd take you a long time to figure out the components and stuff. It takes some more investigating to get the full detail of the trap and everything. You just know the basic general idea of what it does.
Okay.
But if you want to spend an hour or two doing it, you can, but you'd have to figure out like certain parts. I could tell you that right now.
Because a vial of acid might come in handy later for throwing in some dude's face.
Yeah, you get a sense that McCarver's giving you a look like, don't even attempt it, homie.
What?
Why? Because he was thinking the exact same thing?
Yeah, he was actually.
So am I. And I say we should save it for our way out of this area, because it looks like we're going to be continuing on.
McCarver's like, it's not worth it. I mean, to get acid is not that hard. This acid doesn't look like unique or anything than any other acid you think. I mean, you could roll, but I'm going to tell you the DC is going to be really high because this is a very complex trap. You were able to stop it from going off, but trying to pull the components off and not setting off the trap again, it's going to take some rolling.
Yeah. But I'm going to slowly open the chest and go.
All right, this is what you find when you open it up. It looks like this is an offering to Tiamat, because you find a string of pearls worth 300 gold.
Nice.
A gold and sapphire ring worth 900 gold. A pouch containing a half dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones worth 100 gold each. So 600 gold in total.
You're writing these down, right, Finn?
I'm writing them down, but technically you haven't told my character or Morgaris that you're done. So
all right,
just letting you know we're in another room. So I'm like making a note of it, but I don't know
make
in character.
Valron and Morgan, since you guys are there, and you, Seth, you guys can all roll.
I'm right next to Valron.
Make an intelligence check.
So no history, just straight intelligence?
Yeah, just straight intelligence.
16.
Right.
Celestra 2?
Yeah. No.
9.
Yeah, you guys have moved forward, so okay. Celestia, you can make one too if you want. You guys have all moved forward. Rogaris and Oregon in the other room just chilling. If you want to, you don't have to.
I'm not chilling, by the way. I'm like watching the other path to see if anything is coming.
Nothing's coming.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else want to roll? All right, Corinth, you and Grim pick up on this that the if that thing will let me. The ring and the pearls were something that you recognize. Take it from Greenest. But the stones and everything else are not.
Well, looks like the ring and pearls go back to their original owners, and we get to keep the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I'm a nice thief, and I don't palm anything.
McCarvin would have been giving you the look like, mm-mm.
No, I literally say that.
I know he was giving you. He's giving you the stink eye. I know. Yes, McCarvin knows he's giving you the stink eye. Because he put his ass on the line too. He would have been pissed. All right, so that's what you guys.
Just all of a sudden the ring is gone. Where'd it go? No.
Also, with the intelligence check, you get that this was you confirm, Grim and Corinth, that this chest, way it's laid out in front of Tiamat and everything, that this is a offering to Tiamat as a hoard of wealth and stuff for dragon. You know, dragons are covetous when it comes to gold and items of that nature, and so you guys know that this is what this offering was for.
And I'm still picking up that this is. I'm still picking up that this is a disconnect with the Cult of the Dragon and Tiamat, correct? Because they've
not
never
with Tiamat.
associated.
Tiamat, yes. Dragons, yes. Cult of the Dragon, completely opposite of what they normally do.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna keep relaying that to the group, and I'm gonna just, if I see any, like I said, anything unordinary or something else going on about this statue and why Tiamat's with the Cult of the Dragon now, that's not a good thing. It's really bad.
Now, you said that the chest was rather ornate with gold inlay and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's worth about 400 gold, but it is extremely heavy and big, and it's awkward. It's extremely heavy. Exceptionally heavy would be the word. 400 gold.
Can we gut the chest?
He's disarmed the trap, but he'll have to. You can move the chest.
Doesn't somebody here have a levitate spell?
Yeah, I do.
Well, there you go.
All right. So we have.
Does levitate require concentration?
Yes, it does.
So as a last ditch, if we want to take it, if we want to take it with us when we're finally done, we'll think about it then.
Yeah,
I agree.
The trap has been disarmed and everything. All right, Evan Shade, where are you guys moving to next? What is the plan? You guys have got.
How long has it been? How long has this overall stuff taken?
It's taken about. We'll say it's taken about 45 minutes to an hour. You guys have been, because it took McCarvin and Morgrim time to really look at this chest and disarm it and everything that transpired to really get a sense of
disabling traps and looking for traps takes a very large chunk of time.
So we'll say you guys have had your short rest.
Okay.
I want to go up the stairs from the barracks.
Hit the direction that you want to go. That way. All right. So Celestia, you go that direction here. So stand by.
I'll try to stop everyone if they try to go over there.
Okay, as you're walking there,
snakes and
Rogaris will walk on over and follow Celestia up the stairs.
I want my snakes in front, though.
Okay, so the snakes are in front of you, but Oregon asks you to stop. Do you stop?
Sure.
All right, so you stop because Oregon wants you to wait. Rogaris, what are you doing?
I'll stand right next to Celestia.
All right, so you're standing next to Celestia. All right, what's the rest of the party doing?
Gather up what the jewels and stuff.
You got
a bag
yep.
And head up there too.
All right, so you go up that way, Morgan.
And actually, you know what? Before I go, I'm going to close the chest and lock it.
Okay, you lock it easy,
and then we'll go.
The trap's been disarmed, so you can just simple click and it's back. It's closed and locked. It's not lock like with a lock because you've disarmed all the traps and locks and everything. So, but it's closed. There's nothing in there though, so there's nothing. You've got all the valuables. All right, Valron, Yusuf, what are you doing?
I'm just following everyone else's lead.
What's that?
Someone grabbed the carpet, right?
No, it's still back in that room. It's a huge carpet.
I want to.
You guys had decided that you guys would come back for it later.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we kind of roll it up and
well, it's been rolled up in the room. There's nothing in there, so you think it's not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
Well, remember, we did roll it up to get to the trap door.
Yeah, it's still there.
The cave
so
that we're in.
If you want to take it later on, you can. It's a big piece of item, so you're gonna have to probably get some people to come in there and help you chug it out. But you got to help outside. You know that there's a whole mercenary group and your boys and stuff that can come in here and grab stuff for you.
Okay.
So where do you Seth Valron? Are you staying there with, or where do you guys want to go? Where do you want to do?
I'm following with the group.
I'm headed to the next room with everyone else.
Okay, so you go there. McCarvin's going to guard the
Ranger,
chest.
okay, I'm going to ask... Sorry, I have another quick question. Because we were in this area in room 9.
Yeah.
Is that the edge over here, or is there like another staircase that we would have seen when we were there?
No one asked, so I'm not going to tell you.
Well, what didn't we see it? Because we were in the area.
Well, you were fighting, but no one said what's over this direction.
Oh, okay.
No, and no one really went to that side. You guys kind of fought.
You could bring it up.
Not my job.
No, not you. I was telling Finn.
Oh, okay.
You could say, hey,
well, that's why I
one?
told everyone to wait. So, yes, that is coming up. That's why I was asking everyone to wait.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't notice it.
McCarvin's going to guard the chest because he's like, that's worth a lot of money. No.
Okay. Valron, can you do another arcane eye?
Yes, but it does use one of my more powerful spell slots that can be used for other means.
Because I don't want to go into the rest of this without knowing what the hell's in front of us.
Let me see if there's anything else I can use instead of an arcane eye, because that's, like I said, one of my most powerful spells.
Or I can actually go stealthily through this one instead of, flying, and I'll check for traps along the way. And
well, we don't want gonna walk over and talk to McGarvin.
Okay, so you're gonna go back and talk to McGarvin?
Yeah.
Okay, Rogaris, you go back and talk to McGarvin. Oh, that's the snake, not you.
We don't want to keep you separate in case anything happens.
Rogaris goes and talks to McGarvin. So McCarvin's sitting there, kind of. You see him. He's.
Don't worry, I won't do anything.
He's kind of in that monk kneeling position in front of the thing, kind of meditating a little bit. But you can see his eyes are like looking at it, like 180 degrees in front of him at all times, just kind of darting and stuff. You can see he's kind of beat up. He's kind of meditating and getting some of his points and stuff back. Like Naruto style, like chakras being infused in, and you see the steam coming out of his open wound stuff because he did take some hits this last couple battles.
Rogaris will walk on over and hand him a potion of healing.
He's like, no, I've got some. This will be more than enough. Thank you, my friend.
Okay. Do you sense anything? I know that you're a lot better in the dark than even dwarves are. Do you sense anything?
My senses are more combat intuitive. So until I get near danger. So right now I'm not sensing anything in the immediate vicinity of where I'm at. But, I can. That's why I can hop through shadows and do the things that I do.
Do you think that they'll be coming back this way towards us?
Anything's possible, but I think from my mental image of the map, we are basically clearing this whole area out. So I don't think there's nothing coming from behind us. It's everything forward that we'll have to deal with.
Do you think it's wise for us to separate?
If the enemies we face so far are any condition of your worries, then I wouldn't worry, because we're kind of destroying these people.
You intending to stay here and guard this empty chest and
400 gold pieces? Yeah. And I'm watching. He says, "I think there is some kind of pathway there, where they're to the left." And I'm very curious. We did not go that way, so I will watch there to make sure that nothing comes from behind you guys. If there's anything there.
Can I walk over and verify where he thinks the pathway is?
Yeah, you go walking over there, Rogaris.
Yep.
And you go here, and then you see that there is another open area heading this way.
I'm going to tap the brooch. Hey, guys, there's another giant cave here by the dragon statue.
Okay, don't go in alone.
No, I'm just standing here watching it.
Okay. We need to get a scout at this place so we know where we have to go. I don't know about you guys. I know it's a higher level spell, Balron, but I think we need it.
I can give guidance to Morngrim again to help his stealth.
It doesn't. It only lasts for an hour, the Arcane Eye, so I can use it to either scout further, but probably not both where Rogaris is and further.
How fast does it move?
It's 30 feet.
It moves up to 30 feet in a direction.
Okay. Well, I would say let's just see how far we can get, because 30 feet movement is still relatively fast for an hour's worth. We might be able to get a lot of this, so...
Celestra, your snakes, if they move up ahead, can they tell you what they see, or do you know what they see?
The snakes are also not part of this area. Random snakes in the area might draw suspicion.
Yeah, but probably less
they're
suspicion.
giant boa constrictor snakes. A little bit...
Okay, why don't we do this? Valron, if you're okay with using the Arcane Eye, you can do the area in front of us. We already know most of the area behind us is clear, so hopefully it's not as bad. Morngrim, do you want to do the area behind us and try to see if it's clear? And then Valron can go ahead, and we'll meet back here after the scouting is done.
I can handle that.
All right, let's do Valron first. What you're casting your eye?
Did Morngrim agree? Oh no, Grim went away.
He
should be right back.
All right, so let's stick with you, Valron. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do my Arcane Eye and go further down towards the area where we haven't been yet. Not the one where Rogaris is, but further down the cave.
All right, so you're gonna cast your eyeball. Let me pull up an eyeball. All right, magical eyeball. Here we come. Where did it go? There it is. So it's really teeny tiny. Why can't I make this bigger? Hold on, let me try to... There's your eyeball. Alright, which way is your eyeball going?
I'm trying to get roll 20 to find where you guys are at. Alright, I'm just
It's right above the snakes.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it moving down that corridor.
You come down this corridor. Does your eyeball have dark vision?
Yes.
Alright, so...
And it's invisible.
That's right. That part I remembered. I just didn't know if it had dark vision. So you come in here and you see that there are 5 kobolds. There's a landing area, like a further area down there. It looks like a pit of some sort. And you see 3 kobolds on the right and 2 on the left. They're in ambush states, all with crossbows. They look scared.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right, make a... which way do you want to take the eyeball?
I would continue down towards 7, so right.
Okay, you're going to connect to 7. All right, so you see this, and when you do, you see the kobolds a little bit more clearer. And you see that it leads back to Cavern 4, where you guys have been previously.
Interesting.
Where where you guys you'd come up to this point, to this cavern, but you actually hadn't come into this cavern. You guys got involved and went another direction.
Okay, well then go back the other direction. Now that I've noted that.
Which way? This way?
Yeah.
All right, make a perception check. You don't see anything. Your eyes, for some reason, you can't see anything in there. It's clear, but you don't see anything. It's too dark.
Okay. Well, I would. Is that down into the pit?
In the pit, yeah.
Then I would want to bring it back up and have it stay along the edge where the kobolds are, and have it skirt along the side there. It looks like it ends there too. So it does have to go into the pit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say that right now my vision is obscured. I'll concentrate and see if I can get contact with the eye again, but it may take me a moment. But there is kobolds in ambush positions waiting, but I'm sure Rogaris could go in there and lob their heads off in a quick second.
All right, where do you want to move the eye now?
So the eye, as soon as I can, see a little bit better, it'll keep going down the in the pit and further down.
All right, you go further in the pit, you can't see anything.
Until it comes into an impediment that stops it,
it runs into something you can't. It kind of gets a little bit. You see a little bit here where you can. If it'll let me, come on, stupid.
Yeah, because I didn't know if there's maybe just something that maybe magical darkness that's blocking it. So I'm trying to get out of that area.
You're not sure
if it was.
But yeah, you see that there's it stops there, but you can't see into that area. It's for some reason it's not allowing you.
So that's what I say. There's something that's blocking my magic. We should move quickly so I don't lose this spell and it can continue on.
Okay, just scout out the rest that you can.
Okay, where you want to go?
That's all that I can really see and scout right at this point.
No, you've got plenty of time. It lasts an hour. You can keep going.
Okay, if it
past 9.
If I do see more, let me know. I just thought
you still haven't explored 4. I mean, 4 is still empty. We haven't explored. We stopped in 4, so you can take the path after 4.
Okay. It must not have opened up that part of my map yet.
Right, so you go over here, and you see this. You see another pathway there, and then you see a big open pathway leading down to somewhere here this way.
Okay, keep going that direction for now.
Which way?
Where you just lit up.
There is a curtain, something blocking you there.
Okay.
It's going to be.
What does it look like? I'll describe it to the group.
It's a curtain, and you go down this little path here. You see like a broken, like long stick, like spear, and then you go down this way, and then you see that there's a curtain kind of blocking the entrance. I don't know how big it is, but it can't move the curtain out of the way to look inside.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll at least note that, and then I'll probably go out of that area then and just make sure there isn't any other places I've missed.
You just know that this area here where I've got the eyeball now, there's a big open area that way.
Okay, so go there.
All right, you go in there and you just see a buttload of trash. This looks like the refuge area of the cavern and stuff.
So basically where we almost ended up.
Yeah.
All right, so I describe again the curtain that's kind of my impediment at this point. I believe my eye can push past, but depending on if it's magically trapped at this point, my eye could set it off. But it is invisible, but it's not. It's still on this plane. It's not out of phase.
Okay. If there's nothing else there, maybe you can help out where Rogaris is.
By the time his eye gets over there, the spell will end.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So to catch up, Grim, just what we were going to do. So the plan was we have 2 areas that we were looking at. The area starting with 7 that's now explored, and then down near 9 there was another pathway that Rogaris told us about. So we were going to have Valron uses Arcane Eye to scout out that other area, and then use stealth and explore past 9, and then let us know if there's anything there.
Okay.
I can send an unseen servant in there as well.
But I don't think you can't see through the unseen servant, can you?
He would have to, I think, report back to you or something.
I'm reading now, yeah.
Okay. We can have Morngrim though do it.
While that's happening, the snakes
I can
go
get
back
to
the
try.
Netherworld.
I can get McCarvin to go with me, probably, just to be on the safe side.
I also can cast guidance on Morngrim again, give him that D4 extra to roll.
All right. So what are we doing, guys?
So I think Morgrim is exploring 9 now.
Morgrim's going to go back and explore 9? Okay. So you go back this way to where Rogaris is, and you're going to go down 9?
Well, I'm going to say, hey, McCarvin, you down for some fun?
No, I'm meditating.
Okay.
You can see fumes are still coming off him. You can see that McCarvin's taking a lot of damage because he's been up and running around and stuff like that. You can see he's trying to heal up himself.
Okay, I'll be back.
I'll be back. All right, I'm going to go down into this cave and I'm going to kill everything. I don't need stealth.
Actually, wait a second. Who had Pass Without Trace?
That is McCarvin.
And me.
And Celestra.
Oh, Celestra has it. That's right.
Yeah, before I start going around, and my dog's going nuts. I'd see if they can cast that on me. That'll help.
I have to stay with you.
She has to stay with you.
Oh,
I mean, it gives me a +10, but I'll come with you.
Right,
I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, and Celeste, you see McCarvin, he's meditating, you see steam coming off him as he's regenerating all his hit points and stuff that he's lost.
Well, then let's carry on.
All right, so you guys go this way, and he's still guarding the chest in a meditative state.
If you're doing that, maybe, Valron, you want to send an unseen servant too, in case anything happens and they can't let us know that there's danger, that you could have your unseen servant come back and let us know.
Sure. It won't be. It won't go very far. So
then no reason to.
Yeah, we can save it.
All right. So
how far does the pass without trace effect?
30
go?
Feet. It'll get
so
off.
So if I can stay, if Rogaris stays 30 feet behind them.
Yeah. He'll
No, Rogaris.
You're not there. You don't see anything. They're talking amongst themselves, Oregon.
Okay.
So you three, what is your plan?
Let's just do scouting for this one. If there's enemies there, we'll just report back.
All right, so you pass.
We're all too hurting too much, you know.
All right, so you cast Pass Without Trace, so you all get +10 to your roll. And Rogaris, you are in chainmail.
Yep.
And you have disadvantage on your stealth checks, so you guys move forward. So we'll say you guys move forward a little bit. Rogaris as well. So roll and then add 10 to your roll. This is a group effort.
I got a 15.
Okay. Thank God you had 25 for Tills and Grim 34. All right, you guys, you can see there's a little bit of noise coming from Rogaris, but really nothing with the spell. It's you guys. You know that it's fine. So you guys move up a little bit, and then I'll tell you guys tell me where you want to go. And you can see that there is a chamber here that looks like this. That's what you guys can see at the moment.
Oh, okay. Is that does that go down or up?
Down.
Cool. I wouldn't mind maybe tracing along the northern wall and
so you go this
see
way?
if I can go. Yeah.
All right, you go this way. So you move up a little bit that way.
Rogaris, if he can just sort of scoot along the southern wall, just past where what looks like a stair that we're standing on is, like right at that corner.
Yep. So I'll reveal that.
Wait. Hold on. Really quick. They have to stay within 10 feet of Celestra, right?
Right. So
yeah,
I'll say that I know, but I would say before she moved, he moved. This is instantaneous. He's fine. He didn't make any noises, and he's right there. Now, so Celestra, you're over here, and you're able to see up to this point right here.
All right, cool. I don't do stairs anymore.
What's that?
I'm good. He said he doesn't do stairs anymore.
Yeah, Morgan, I'll say you get a chance to move with Pass Without a Trace, so you're still stealth. Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna move towards the stairs, and I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for. If I were to set a trap, I'd probably put it over there.
Roll an investigation check. Yep, you look around and you are there's some low light because there are torches lit in this area, but it's very dark. But you're able to ascertain that there are no traps here.
Awesome.
Well, if he tells me that, I wouldn't mind grouping up with him and continuing.
Agreed.
Okay.
You notice as you get closer to the bottom that it's very, very humid and warm here.
Okay.
The cave was moist.
Don't say that. Somewhere Texas.
Twitching.
Okay. Where do you guys go from here?
Let's head down. Head down and see what we can see down there. I do have the night vision goggles going.
Yeah, so you're seeing fine.
Same with my dark vision.
Yeah, you guys see. And as soon as you guys
get... Garrus has night vision.
Yeah, you're a dwarf. This is your kind of thing. You guys get down there and you spot 3 black dragon eggs.
Cha frickin' ching.
How much do they weigh?
They're huge, dude.
All right. Do you want to try and fill out the rest of the area? Make sure.
Yeah, let's make sure there's nothing else around.
Yeah, let's try and
so the eggs are 3 feet tall, and you can look they each weigh 150 pounds.
Right, bigger than me.
Yeah, let's not mess with those.
Heavier than me, at least.
Because Mama might be around.
Yeah, let's try and stealthily perimeter check.
All right. So who's going where? Ping on the map.
I think we should probably stick together that way past the extra stealthy thing.
Yeah. Let's go left first.
Sure.
All right. And we will hold it there. And
God damn it.
We'll go back to Finn, Valron, and Yusith. What are you guys doing?
Waiting on word from them as to what we should do.
Yep.
Anybody want to do anything while we're over here?
Not. I mean, I'm basically just watching to see if anything comes up the stairs. So.
Yeah, nothing's coming up. Make a perception check, Finn.
Okay. $15.
You don't see anything.
YouTube just crapped itself on my computer.
Yeah, mine just went out too. Hold on.
They're still working on mine, so.
Nope, YouTube's down for me.
The chat disconnected, but the video, I think, is still going.
It won't even load YouTube for me right now.
Same. It's not us.
It's Google. Got it.
I can hear on the video that it said YouTube crapped. Grim saying YouTube crapped itself on his computer, so we should be fine. It's still working on the back end. They messed up something on the front. Okay. I am not refreshing.
Yeah, don't refresh, because the chat disappeared. I'm like, well, let me retry, and then it said, nope, YouTube is not available. I'm like, oh no, oh nope. No, oh no, oh no. Let me just check, because it's not us. We're running fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm afraid to even look at the stream stuff. I'm like, let's look here. Okay, that's still running. Oh god, oh no. Oh no! Oh,
yeah, because I got disconnected and hit the reload, and now I'm staring at
nobody touch anything else.
Logo, and that's it.
Oh no!
Hey, how do I get that little circle to pop up?
The ping?
Yeah.
You get the cursor, and then you press and hold.
There we go.
There you go. All right, back to the main area. Which way do you, Celestia, and Morgan want to move? You move that way?
We walk that way.
All right.
Stealthily.
You guys mark. And as you do... Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
As we do, the ground shakes violently and moves.
That's right. You find A creature and it is attacked. Roll initiative.
All right.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, damn, we found Mama.
Celestia, roll. Oh, you did. Okay, and then Grim. All right. Grim, you are first. You see that it is one of these, those creatures you saw on the outside. It's a guard drake. This one's been beefed up. You can see that it's much bigger than the ones you saw on the outside. So you have the first attack. It was trying to ambush you.
Has it spotted us?
Oh, it spotted you. It's initiative, so it spotted you. You were able to spot it because it was set up in an ambush. You can see it. It kind of blended itself in the shadows. As you guys were coming down, it sensed you. Didn't know where you were until you came into view, and then it was going to try to ambush you, but you've got the jump on it. Rogaris, roll initiative as well.
How heavy is your character, Teals?
Not very.
I would say a wood elf? No.
I am going to, well, after Rogaris rolls initiative, I'm going to grab onto Celestra's shoulders and activate my boots, and we're going to the top of the freaking pit.
Now, the pit is only 40 feet tall, so your boots will not allow you to carry someone else.
They won't? Oh.
No, they do not allow you to do that. You would know that already. So, try again.
Well, crapola.
Rogaris, did you roll initiative?
Hold on, just come back. What?
You need to roll initiative.
Oh, is that?
We found somebody.
Oh, swell! Yay!
All right, that makes sense.
So just go ahead and solo the boss again. Right?
Rogaris is really guarding that wall. You don't notice anything. In fact, Rogaris, it'll be a while before you do anything because you're just like, I know that there's something here. I can sense it. And meanwhile, your two friends are battling.
Wait, I didn't go downstairs. I didn't go down the stairs with the rest of them.
No, you went there. They went down there before you could. I guess you were away for AFK. I asked, nothing happened, so I figured you were just there. So yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's why I had everybody roll initiative. So, it's your turn, Morgan. Do something, or I'm going to say your turn's over.
I'm gonna press on the brooch and say, we got more drakes down here. One spotted us. Okay. And then I'm going to wait to holler at Celestra, retreat, and start backing towards the stairs.
All right, so you're going to move back. All right. You move. You run away. All right, Celestra, what are you doing?
Primary action.
Actually, no, it's the Drake's turn. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry. I had a John roll initiative threw me off. Let's see. What let's see. Okay, so the Drake comes up and is going to attack you, Celestia. It pounces at you. It is going to try to bite you first. What's your AC?
17.
All right, so it misses you with its bite. It's going to try to claw you. That is a 20 that will hit. And I need a D8. So you take 6 points of slashing damage, and then it is going to use its tail. It turns and uses its tail to try to knock you over. And it does hit, and you take 9 points of damage as you get tail whipped and are thrown prone. You are now prone on the ground.
So there's no strength check falling?
It's an attack.
Acrobatic.
I mean, it's his attack, but the thing is, you're just knocked prone. You can get up. It just slows down your movement speed. So it's not like you're trying to walk a tightrope or anything like that. So it's either it hits and you get knocked prone or you don't. So, but it's not a lot. Now it is your turn. So you just got you got slashed a little bit and you got knocked down. You got your legs taken off from under you. But it's your turn.
All right. Well, am I able to get up and move back a bit?
Yes, it will provoke an attack unless you're going to just disengage.
Does that take a full action if I'm disengaging?
Yes, but you will not. You will not incur a attack of opportunity from the creature.
Screw it! I'm dropping thorns on him then.
All right, drop thorns. Wait, are you able? How many thorns have you cast since we started this?
I've cast 4 total.
And is that a spell you get back with a short rest?
It's part of his staff, though, isn't it?
It's part of the staff.
I know, but how many charges have you used on your staff?
I've cast my staff. What? I've done 4 thorns on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've done 1, 2 awakens, and I have 10 charges total.
And how many? He's got 10 charges, and how much do the thorns cost to cast?
1 charge.
Oh, really? Only 1 charge? Then you cast it, buddy. All right, so thorns pops up. Roll. It does damage immediately, right?
Yes, it does damage immediately.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll your damage.
There we go. YouTube just came back up for me, but chat's gone.
Well, we'll take it. So you cast thorns, so go ahead and roll your damage. Ouch. God, I hate
wow.
This.
Ugh. Where can I get one of those? I want one of those staffs for a warrior.
Maybe Celestia. Am I able to move half distance?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move backwards half distance.
Yeah, right there. It can't, and it's got to make a dex save to be caught in it.
It's makes a dex save to take half damage. It will be caught in it regardless.
20. Natural 20, it does. So.
Okay, so we're rounding that down to 20.
Yeah.
Still caught on it, and then on its next turn, we roll damage again, and he takes either full or dex save.
All right. At that time, Morgan, 2 drakes come out of the shadows over here.
God damn.
And attack you. If I could actually get them to do that. What's your AC?
19.
All right. First one tries to bite at you, misses. Tries to hit you with its, misses. Tail swipe. Misses! So the first one does nothing. Second one tries to bite you, misses. Tries to slash at you with its claws, misses. Hits you with its tail swipe. God. All those attacks, only 1 landed. My God. You take 9 points of damage and are knocked prone.
Okay, I'll use my my uncanny dodge. So I take, what, 5 or 4?
What was the total? 9? You would take 4. And it is now, Rogeris, it is your turn.
I'm going to tap the brooch. Is everything okay?
Well, you see this now. Initially, you were like, it's now that the second ones have attacked, you can see that happening. You're not quite sure what's happening. You can kind of get a view.
Morgrim already hit the brooch for us.
Yeah, as soon as you hit the brooch, you kind of have a sense of what's happening. You're just really slow to react. You're like, what, my lord?
All right, it's going to take me forever to get anywhere useful. What kind of shape is the Drake stuck in the wall of death?
It's looking hurt, but it's still functioning pretty good.
I'm gonna take a pot shot at it with my longbow.
All right. Roll an attack.
It's 21.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
9.
All right. It takes 9 points of damage.
And I'll use my second attack.
To go for it.
17.
Let me check. If I could find the damn thing. Come on. That hits. Roll damage.
6.
All right. So you do 6 more damage.
Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll run my 30 feet towards the top of that staircase.
Okay. All right. When you get, we'll say you get right there. Give me a moment. You hear from to your left, attack! And you see 2 things. So you see 4 of those grenade things come at you, Rogaris.
Oh.
And you need to make a dex saving throw for 1. So there's 2 things coming at you, so make a dex save.
13.
All right. You avoid. You see these glue bombs go off on the ground, but you are not stopped by that. And then make another dex save.
8.
Oh.
Oh.
You avoid the glue, but unfortunately, you take. Take 20 points of damage as 2 fire grenades go off. So you take 20 damage as
Oh wait, you have the fire resistance.
Oh yeah,
that's
armor
right.
on, so it reduces each one by 10.
So you take
10 points of damage.
There you go. So you take 10 points of damage as you are there, and then you see.
Where'd that attack come from?
You see these goblins come. The kobolds start popping up here. They were hiding.
They're gonna die soon.
Yep. All right, so let's move to the other party members. You guys hear that over the brooch? What are you doing?
Running over there.
Back.
All right, it's full sprint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Faerun does expeditious retreat, and I can move twice as fast as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm moving you guys there. You guys get up to Markarvin this round.
But I should be moving faster than everybody.
I know, but just you'll be able to get there first next round. I'm just getting you guys to where, next round you guys can jump in. Now Markarvin heard this and breaks out of his meditation, comes hauling ass over here, but he's only going to get up to that point from when he heard that. All right, so that's you guys. You guys after this next round will be able to move in because of expeditious retreat and do something. Okay.
Wait, do we all get it, or is it just
Faerun? Everybody. It's an AoE cast, right?
No, it's just me.
Oh, it's just you? Oh, then you guys are a little further behind. Alright, so Faerun will see you a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to him as fast as possible.
Your little gnome and dwarven feet are moving as fast as they can. And you see Faerun just like the wind fall ass. Okay, so back to...
I keep on picturing Finity's character as the small dwarf from the Lost Dwarfs and Heroes of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way he runs.
All right.
Yeah,
damn tricksters, get down here. All right. Top of the round, it is now Morgren's turn. You had top of the initiative.
Well, I'm going to stab that one.
All right, go for it. That hits, just barely.
For 13.
You do. You just slice one of its eyes. It roars up in pain as you deftly with your rapier go, ha ha! Alright, that is your turn.
How about you?
How about you, Nave?
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to take my bonus action.
Sure.
And use the where is it? Where to go?
I don't know. You tell me.
The help action on Celestra.
What's the range on that?
30 feet.
Yep, you can use that on her.
So she'll have advantage on her next attack or whatnot.
Okay. It is their turn now. Yep. And then the kobolds will go. So this one near you that you just stabbed in its eye is pissed off at you. It's going to try to bite you again, Morgrim. It does bite you. Oh. And that does. Let me look. Oh, it's a D8 as well. Okay. You take 13 points of damage. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 11 points of damage.
So 5?
Yep. And then it's going to try to tail swipe you. Natural 20. This one's pissed that you really stuck out its eye. That is... Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong dice. Let me roll the right one. Another 11 points of damage, and you were knocked prone. However, you can reduce that as well. So, 6. And the other one has advantage on its attack because you got knocked prone. Rolled a 3. And we'll try to slash you. Never mind. It looks at you like, hey, you fell down.
That's the not so bright.
Yeah, there's always one stupid one in any of the creatures we have. If there's 2 or more, one of them's going to be brain damaged.
They actually had the
including
same,
our group.
They actually had the same special education teachers.
I swear, it's no the one that's
rhinos.
No, the one in the trap there, Celestia. It's trapped. It's not going to try to move, but you see it go, and it's going to. Yeah, I see it took 20. Let's see, it's going to try to. All right, it's going to shoot lightning at you. It's looking pretty bloody, but it's going to shoot at you. 23 will hit, so you take. Oh, come on, roll dice. 18 points of damage as lightning hits you. But it can't move and it took the damage. It's not going to try to move. Because it'll take more damage.
Hooray!
Alright, and then these kobolds are going to come up to you, Rogaris. Like, hee hee hee. Oh,
Yeah, come at me, bro.
come at you. And they all have advantage on their hits because they're attacking you in a group. First one, what's your AC?
20.
Nope. Second one. 1 hit, so you take 8 points of damage. Third one hits for 7 points of damage. Last one. Nope. He's the retarded one of this group. He's like, we're going to kill you. And the other one's like, yes, yes. And he's like, poopy. I did poopy. Now it is Tails. It's your turn. Celestia. Oh, and Skype went down. We're having all kinds of fun stuff happening today, folks. We got YouTube failing, we got Skype failing. It's a magical world of fail. Everybody just hang on tight while I pull this up again. Let's join the call. Let's try this one more time. Should be back now. Let's try this again.
I can hear you.
There we go. Yeah, I dropped and now I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna at least initially try and move to the middle of the stairs.
All right. You move to the middle of the stairs.
And then I'm gonna bring cast Summon Fae and bring Sea Hag down right there next to Grim by the drakes.
Sea Hag. Let me find a Sea Hag.
They need to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
I know all about that damn Sea Hag.
And I have to do it too, don't I?
Yep. I'll just use this. Why not? And if I can make it bigger. Come on, roll 20. Cooperate with me. Sea Hag pops up. Where you want it, next to him?
Yeah, basically, so the drakes can look right at her.
Alright, what's the DC save?
11.
First one makes it. Second one makes it. Grim, you have to roll.
What's the stat saving throw, or is it just D20?
It's a wisdom save.
You make it too.
Yay!
So all three of them stop and look at the Sea Hag and like, even the drakes are like, hey, God. Like, ew, nasty. What does the Sea Hag do on her turn?
She's gonna go and take a swing at the bottom one.
All right, go for it.
Sorry, I'm just getting her plus to hit. 5. Okay.
Ah, crap, I'll be right back.
Actually, you will be back.
Not too bright.
Nope, that's a miss. Anything else the Sea Hag does?
She's only got one
attack.
Yeah, so okay.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn, Rogaris. You have 4 kobolds surrounding you.
Which is the one who messed himself?
This one right here. I did poopy, you heard him say it.
Alright, so I won't kill him. The 2,
watch him roll a natural 20 on you next turn. Like, I did good!
Yeah, he'll wipe it in my face.
I hit him with my poopy.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, so I'm going to attack the one directly to my left.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 25.
Ow, hit, roll.
14 damage.
That hits. He's like, ah!
What kind of shape is he in?
He's bloodied.
Yeah, I'm going to end him.
Go for it.
18.
That hits.
For another 7.
He's still up, but he's hurting.
Wow.
You see that these kobolds are very well armored because you figure they guard these eggs and take care of these guard drakes that don't look like they like to follow instructions that well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's hurting pretty good.
I'm going to use a potion of healing.
All right, that's your free action. So go for it.
What's the roll on that again?
2d4 plus 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nine.
All right, you get 9 back.
Nice.
All right, you see McCarvin comes streaking in. I'll get to rush you guys here in a second. He comes in, sees this. He comes right behind this one. And knocks the every 11 snot. You just see him do he plants his pole in the ground, and you see this kick just come out of nowhere, hit him in the side of the head, and just this one goes flying and is dead instantly. He's then going to attack this one. Oh God, natural 20.
Go McCarvin.
Bye, kobold.
Yeah, this one died. I'm not even going to roll the rest of it because he just butchers this one as well. You just see him just pop, 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 pop. You just see like all these moves, and then you see like his head kind of get bit, and his head explodes. like Fist of the North Star style, and he winks at you. All right, Valron, you have double haste speed, so you can get in there. You get to about this point here. What do you do?
I bring up mirror image.
All right.
Or maybe I can have done that on my way there. I don't know.
You didn't say you did, so you didn't.
Okay, yeah. Then I will go ahead and do that for right now. So,
so mirror
that's where I'll start.
Pop up. Three of you are surrounding you.
And
you stop, and you all start shaking each other's hand like, "Oh, hi there. Hi, how are you? Hey, how are you?"
All right. And then how far away is one of the drakes from me?
They're all within your attack radius. Yes, you could easily hit them with anything you'd like.
All right. I'm going to cast just a firebolt for right now.
Which one are you targeting?
One of the ones that's closest to Grim. That's also the Sea Hag is attacking.
Okay, go for it.
So let's figure out the damage.
Or you could throw a fireball. No?
Maybe not yet.
You already called the spell. Jesus. that's to hit?
Wow.
Yeah.
That hits.
All right. So, and then the damage on that is...
Though a fireball might be a bad idea. Those dragon eggs are worth a lot of money.
So that one's so the one that is in front of the Sea Hag screams out in pain as a firebolt hits it. Roars in anger. All right, Yusuf, Finn, Oregon, you guys. I don't think you can do anything else. Can you, Valron? You use a bonus spell and then your cast attack. Okay.
My action's done. Yeah.
Oregon, Yusuf, what are you doing?
Still full running until I'm there, but I'm gonna have my my bow out as I'm running.
All right, go ahead and move yourself, Oregon. Yusuf, I'm assuming you're doing the same thing.
Correct.
All right, so you'll say you get here, and then Finn, you can move your character. You guys are running as hard as you can, so. All right, so that's where you guys get. Top of the round, Morgren, it's your turn.
Stabby, stabby.
Go for it.
19.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
11.
11 points damage.
Does he get advantage with the Sea Hag?
No. They're not. It's not a flanking position, and it's engaged with him, and the other one's engaged with the other one. So it's not an advantage kind of situation yet. Positioning does matter, but that's Al. You carve its eye again, it's really pissing it off. So it's got blood trickling out its face. You just start carving your initials in its face. All right, their turn. One's going to try to tail swipe you. What's your AC?
19.
Miss. It's going to try to bite you. Oh, cocked. Nope. It misses. And then the one's going to attack the Sea Hag. What's the Sea Hag's armor?
Pull it back up. It's pretty low. 14?
All right. It misses with everything.
It's all derp.
I did poopy. All right. Poopy Pants.
She is pretty ugly, so I mean, it's like, oh god. And just kind of like blindly swing.
Really, yeah, it'll sing silly in anything, but it's like, do I really want to take a bite out of this thing? God in heaven. So the one kobold's going to swing at you, try to bite on you, Rogaris. I'm sorry, try to hit you, Rogaris. It hit. Wow. You take 7 points of damage. Poopy Pants hits you. He's like, yeah, I did good.
Is that poison damage?
Next.
I did good. And then the other one's going to try to swing at McGarvin. Nope. McGarvin gives him the finger. And then it is now Celestra's turn.
What's the other dragon?
Well, roll your damage again on it. I'm pretty sure it's about to explode. Oh, Christ.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it died. It just becomes one with in pieces of the thorn.
Can you dual wield that staff?
Sure, but I can only concentrate on one spell at a time.
Oh.
So it is no more. Alright. See how I can attack?
Alright. Yeah, sure, let's get her attack out of the way.
That will actually
23.
hit. There you go. See how it hits.
Alright, let me see what she hits for. It's a 2d6 plus 3. Alright. Nine damage.
Okay.
To the bottom one. Yeah.
Okay. It roars out in pain as the sea hag just takes its just nasty hand and cuts it across the chest. Alright, anything else?
Not for her. I'm going to go ahead and cast my spell.
Go for it.
Casting Blight.
Is that an AoE or a specific target?
That is a specific target. DC 16 Constitution save. If you make it, you take half.
It saves, so that is 19 damage. Which one are you targeting? The one on the hag or the one in front of Grim?
I'll do the one in front of Grim.
Alright, it roars out in pain. It's looking pretty bad. Ew. It did save, but that's still a buttload of damage. God.
That's necrotic damage, too.
Yeah, it's not happy. Rogaris, you're up.
I'm going to hit Mr. Poopy Pants.
He's like, you can't hit me. Come at me, bro.
So 19.
You hit me.
For 8 damage.
Oh!
And second attack, a 17.
That just hits.
For another 11.
Oh, you hit me again. I think I poopied more. Alright, anything else?
Can't really do anything else.
Okay. He's looking pretty related. He's like, I'm going to get you. After what me bum. Alright, Valron, you're up.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted me to roll initiative or anything.
No, I've got the order then in my head, so.
Okay, cool. Then so both of them are still going, so I'll just go ahead and do a second level magic missile at the one that is the sea hag is fighting as well again.
Go for it. Well, he automatically hits his roll damage.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Bad.
So magical.
So magical.
It's sparkly.
Super. The math balls.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, it's damage is damage, you know. You see this bolt of magic missiles just come from Valron. He just like snaps his fingers, they go flying, and then the beast's like, ah! It's like a little bit blinded, like it's looking at you like, you son of a bitch. Alright, we'll say Oregon and Yuseth, you guys get up at the same time over into this fight. So you guys are at the edge here. We'll let you go first, Oregon, since you're a little bit further ahead than the dwarf. Oregon, what would you like to do?
What can I do? Is it an action or?
Yeah. Well, I say that you sprinted up to that point. This time you can run normally and get there. So you can actually take an action.
Okay, so I just used my move. Okay.
Yeah.
So I am going. So which of the two dragons looks worse for wear?
The one facing Wargrim is really, really hurt.
Okay, so I'm gonna point at the one with the sea hag. And cast 2 strike on myself.
Okay.
And that'll be it for my turn.
All right, you do nothing. Yuseth, what are you doing?
How's everyone looking health wise?
I don't know.
I am 30 out of 64.
59 out of 90.
And a rogue.
Verge of death, like usual.
All right, the rogue is currently dead.
Grim, where are you?
Okay. Grim is no more.
Well, I'll start by casting Sacred Flame on the. Let's go with the bottom of the two drakes there, whatever they are.
And what's the DC save?
It is a. Let me double check. 16.
Nope, that hits.
Okay. That's 13 damage to him.
Ouch. He's looking bloodied as well. So they're both looking bloodied.
Okay. And then as a bonus action...
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, very nice. Go for it.
Alright, and everybody can heal 12 damage.
Everyone gets 12 points of damage.
Yay!
Poopy Pants looks at you like, can I have some healing too?
Hell no.
But
there's Grim. Grim came back just for Poopy Pants.
Grim,
I've been here. I'm just munching on some chips.
Oh, they were asking what your health was.
Oh, since that healing, I'm only down 3.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot better in this fight than I thought I would be.
Well, they're just rolling like shit. I can't help it.
I was doing fine, and then lightning. It was like, oh god.
They can breathe lightning. All right, so that's Yusa's turn. Back to the top to you, Morgan. Both the two in front of you are looking pretty ragged.
Okay, I'm gonna finish off one. I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and roll behind the one that's fighting the sea hag.
All right.
So I can get my sneak attack and all that on him.
Do a somersault and flip over, and now you have it. You can attack, and you can get sneak attack damage if you hit. That'll
22.
hit. So roll.
Hey Ranger, what's going on with my camera? Something is blocking your.
Oh, Skype.
Oh, it was because Skype crashed on him.
Crashed on me. So thank you for catching that.
Oh, 24 damage.
How do you want to finish this one off?
Can we say when I did that little flip over him, I stabbed him in the top of the skull?
Yeah, you just implant your dagger in the top of its head. It doesn't realize you've done that until it turns around and looks at you, hissing, and it just collapses. All right, that's your turn.
And I don't think I have anything left. Yeah, I don't have anything left.
Anything else? All right, this one will look at you. It doesn't look. It looks at the. Morgan's next to the eggs. Damn it.
That was intentional.
Yeah, it's not going to attack the eggs or do anything that could cause damage. Tills, here comes another lightning bolt. Here. And this could hit a lot of folks. Yes, it is. Alright, so in a line
that's like everyone.
Yeah, they're all going to take lightning. So everybody takes 15 points of damage as lightning comes streaking through this area. This Copal Poopy Pants like, I'm going to finish you. Oh, my lord! And then he dies. Lightning kills him. This one hasn't taken any damage. It's like, Rogaris, make a dex save. Celestia, make a dex save. McCarvin will make a dex save. Hell, 19 for McCarvin. He's fine.
7.
You guys take full damage. So 15 points of lightning as it shoots towards you, and that's all it can do.
Shocking experience.
I see what you did. Shut up. Hold on. I take that back. The lightning bounces back and hits you for 5,000. It's crazy. Chain lightning on you, Morgan. All right. So that is the creature's turn. Is now your turn, Celestia.
I'll let the hag go first.
The hag Runs up. It's like, you hit my master. Roll a 20. That's a hit.
13.
All right, this creature's looking very bloodied. It's looking like its last legs.
All right, I am now going to do this. Let's see. I'm going to... Where is it? If I can find it. Well, I'm going to shapeshift. I just got to find the darn correct stat I want. And Skype just crashed. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and shapeshift into a direwolf.
Okay.
I have the stats here in front of me if you need anything. But
what are you going to do?
I'm going to charge at it and take a bite.
Go for it. That is a big hit. Roll damage.
12.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to latch onto its throat and let blood spray everywhere until it collapses to the ground.
Yeah, like a wounded animal, you come in like a lion on the savannah, and you basically sink your... It tries to resist you and thrashes about, but you've got your bite locked in, and it slowly collapses to the ground, and then you basically suffocate it, and it passes out and dies.
As the wild Celestra takes down her prey.
Oh, I forgot to roll this kobold. This kobold's going to look at McCartman like, "I'll get you." I forgot to roll his attack. He rolled a 1.
He misses and hits himself.
He killed himself.
He basically,
we just got a minion.
He dropped his and pulls out his sword because he dropped his spear. It is now your turn, Rogaris.
Yeah, I'm going to attack that kobold.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 21.
That's going to hit.
It's 11 damage.
He's looking pretty bad.
And that's a 28.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to split him in half from the head straight down.
So what happens is McCarvin goes, yoo-hoo, winks at the kobold. The kobold's like, not paying attention, and you just see this axe, like someone's looking, and then all of a sudden, just whoosh, axe just comes through him. He doesn't realize it at first, and then he just two parts from just split open, and blood flies everywhere. And McCarvin just
so much for enchanted weapons.
He is no more. All right, you're out of combat.
Is there anything to loot off of those kobolds?
Let me see. Yeah, you don't really find any money on them.
What about their armor? They were more elite guard, so...
It's just higher quality armor that you're seeing from the other ones, but it's still shit.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to come back for those eggs. Those are worth a pretty penny.
Okay.
While in wolf form, can I sniff around for anything of value from the drakes? All right, cool.
Do an investigation check.
An investigation, not a perception?
Yeah, you're using your nose, so it's more of a...
Because I was trying to use the keen hearing and smell, which is the wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, yeah, no. I didn't know that's what it did. I was thinking you're investigating with your nose, like to try to smell
I was trying to use the...
that's fine.
I was trying to take advantage of the form while I was in it.
Yeah, no, go for it. You don't get a sense of anything else in here other than the eggs. The eggs are really powerful, the smell you get off of them and stuff. It really overloads your senses in a sense because they are magical and they're creatures and yeah.
Wonderful. As a bonus action, I revert to human form.
There you go.
Or what elf form?
There anything of value about the corpse itself of a drake? Their hide or...
No.
Not really.
Not really, no. Not dragons, yes. These kind of drakes, I mean, they're just too small. And the armor's tough. But, I mean, You could do something with the armor, but these kind of guard drakes, they're kind of more like not really worth it.
Okay, let's finish searching this cave. You said there's a curtain up at one end, right?
Yeah, there's a curtain up near where you guys had remembered. Where you guys seen? Yeah, you guys seen that. There's up near there's a trash area. I don't know if you guys want to search that. There's a.
Can we make sure we look at the
splitting up?
And then there's
let's make sure we go to the other side of this cave first over here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna finish searching this first, but
yeah, let's please not jump over to the other side yet.
All right, so you guys search over there.
And McCarvin, do you want to go check on the box again?
Yeah, McCarvin will go look at the box, make sure it's there, and he reports back that it's still there. And you just
really want them dropping you down a bottomless pit again, don't you?
And you see that that's just where there's a little bit of a hiding place.
Him to go check on the box.
And well, he thinks it's a good idea. You see that where that other area that wasn't explored was where the kobolds that threw the glue and stuff at you, Rogaris. Smart that no one else went in there because you would have had to try to save from the glue that's on the ground. But that's where they were hiding. All right, what do you guys do?
Okay, so we can go back now.
All right, where are you guys going? Which direction? From where? You guys are going back to where you were previously before all this started?
Yes, back to 8.
All right, so let's move everybody over to 8. McCarvin will stay with the chest. And he's guarding this other entrance because there's dragon eggs in there. He is not letting anything in there.
I can alarm I can cast an alarm on one of those two areas to where I'm alerted if anything passes through it.
Yeah, McCarvin thinks that's a good idea, but he's like, I've got it, and save your spells for something else in case you need it.
Okay.
All right, so you guys go back over to 8, and you guys walk over there, and let me get rid of the eyeball because that's done. What are you guys doing next?
All right, so we already had a short rest, right?
Yes.
So that means I got my Mantle of Whispers back.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask Rogaris for the head again.
Okay. I don't think he gave it to you. You never gave it back to him, technically.
Yeah, I brought it back. That was one of the things I said.
He's got a fascination with this head, man.
Yeah, he likes head.
Yeah, a little. Okay, so I put the head back near the body again, and I do Mantle of Whispers again to take the form of Lindragos. And so, is there? Can anybody increase my armor a little bit before I go down there? And you guys can follow me. There's a group ambushing. They may not ambush me if I come as Lindragos, and then you guys can attack.
Okay.
So can anyone help me with my armor?
I can cast Shield of Faith on you, which will give you a +2 to your AC.
Okay. That should be good enough.
All right, you take the peers and guys of...
Of course, I had an idea.
Blue Champion.
Okay. So I'm going to tell everyone just follow behind me slowly. And can you do Pass Without a Trace, Celestra, to make sure that they don't hear you guys?
Yeah, it's now active.
Okay.
All right. Now, are you going to try to be stealthful, Finn, or are you just going to walk?
I am not.
All right, so you're going to let everybody stay back a little bit, and then you're going to go forward into the cave?
Yes, and I'm going to be kind of roaring with his voice and everything. I'm going to be like, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah,
not necessarily saying anything, but...
All right, so you're going to go forward first, Finn?
Yes, I will be.
So you're going to go engage the kobolds in the next room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to try to trick them is what you're trying to do.
Yes, to get them off their guard so we can ambush them instead. That's the overall plan.
All right, so you're going to go first, and then what's the order?
They'll be pretty much right behind me, about maybe 10 feet, and silent so they don't...
Okay, so you go ahead and move forward first, Finn. Give me a second here. So you're going to be in the hallway, moving into there, and then they're going to be 10 feet behind you?
Correct.
Okay, give me a second to set this up.
Yeah, I don't rush right in there second. I, like, put the wizard in near the back.
So here's an idea. We know from his eye that it connects to the other area. We could have 2 teams go around and flank.
I don't know what that crap is on the ground that isn't mushrooms. I don't want to go through there.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm trying to pull up this stuff for the stats for these guys.
Yeah, Celestra is allergic to mushrooms.
Okay, Finn, I need you. You're moving forward first, right?
Right.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 24.
You are good. Who's falling behind you?
That would be me.
All right. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do they get an advantage or anything because they
28.
see me
Nope.
needing to make a save or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You guys are good. You guys go through the chamber with no problem.
My guess is there was a trap.
No. You guys just avoided something. Who's third?
I can be.
Who's that?
Yusuf.
Yusuf? Okay.
Celestra will have to be in the middle, I think, because of the pass without a trace, and then the other two.
Oh yeah, that's true. Celestra.
So it's probably Morngrim, Yusuf, Celestra, Valron, and then Rogaris in the back.
Okay. All right. So you guys are ready. So these guys are back here. You go forward, Oregon, and you see the kobolds. Grim, you're kind of back here. Make a stealth check, plus 10.
Oh, good thing. 24.
Yeah. All right. So you kind of go into the shadows. Oregon, you see the kobolds. What are you going to say? You're muted.
Yes. I'm not really saying anything. I'm going to essentially be kind of like grumbling to myself. So when I come down here, I'm going to point to the guys on the left and just motion for them to come with me, and I'm going to start walking this way.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage if you're not going to speak.
Okay. So, first, do they assume that I am the guy? I guess I want to see first.
They seem to be, but you're not. Something's off. They're kind of scared and they're not trusting anything right now with all the explosions and shit been going on. So,
okay,
just make a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see. Really?
Oh no.
They start backing away. They're not moving, but they're looking at you like they see you as him, but something's telling them something's not right.
Okay.
Because you're just gesturing for them.
I'm just kind of grumbling. So I kind of point to them and I motion for them to go in this direction, and then I start walking in this direction.
So you start going this direction. What are you going to do about these three over here?
I kind of just stand there and look at them and see what they do.
They're just looking at you like, what, me lord? They kind of move forward a little bit like, he's here.
I look back in the direction.
One actually comes up to you and says, "My lord, what is going on?"
And I try to make like an intimidating growl. I do an intimidating growl.
Roll intimidation.
Natural 20 on that one.
They kind of back off. Okay, we're sorry. We just worried out of the.
Okay.
Okay.
Both ends of the spectrum, dude.
No, natural 1 followed by a 20.
And these two seeing that are going to kind of move forward like, okay, they're confused, but they see you moving that way, and they're going to start moving that direction as well. And they're going to get about right there just to kind of get a better look as you got them cowering over there. They heard noise and stuff, and they're like, maybe the boss is really pissed off. And they're right there.
Okay, so now I start making motions with my hand, and I'm casting a True Strike on myself. It's just somatic, so there's no verbal component. So I'm still kind of grumbling, but I'm making motions with my hand, and I point to... let me see if I can do this again. Point to this guy.
Okay, you point to this guy. He goes, what? I'm sorry, I don't know what I did. What's wrong?
Okay, what did the other two do?
They're just in their terror. You intimidated the hell out of them. They're just in the corner, their crossbows lowered, just look at you like, oh, we're sorry, we don't know what we did wrong.
Okay.
These two guys are just kind of looking like, uh-oh.
So
the boss is pissed. They have seen the boss pissed before.
Yes. That was my hope. That was my hope. So I now say, now is the time of your death. And I cast Firebolt at the one over here. And
why have we done?
Death?
Why have we done? What have we done?
That was kind of the
yeah, right as Finn's character says death, I hop out and take out the dude that's closest to me.
So, okay. So you jump at this one. Roll. Let's do you first, Graham. So roll. You do get... they didn't see you, so you get... advantage, and you get to use your... If you do hit, you can use your sneak attack.
That'd be at 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 23 points of damage.
This one just screams out in agony as a sword just goes right through his lung. Ah! He's not dead, but man, did you hurt him bad. All right. Finn, go ahead and cast your attack.
Okay, so I'm casting Firebolt at the one on the left down below. And that's... So I have advantage because of True Strike. So 20 to hit.
That hits.
And then 9 fire damage.
He starts laying on fire. He's like, "Oh, did I do, my lord?" And the other two are like, "No, we're sorry. We don't know what we did wrong. Why? Why are you doing this? We don't understand why."
Okay, and then I tell the other two, and it's up to them, stay right where you are.
Okay, they are not moving. They're just sitting there as this other one's on fire, jumping up around. They were thinking of helping him, but he's on fire. He's like, ah! He's just screaming in pain.
Okay.
But then they notice something goes on over there, but they're too focused on you to really notice anything. All right, in order, Celestia, what are you doing?
Did my hag follow up? What's our time frame from before?
I don't. How long does your summon last?
1 hour.
Yeah, she's still around.
All right, I want to send her up.
All right, she's going to move through the group then.
No.
I'm going to tell them, keep your eyes away.
All right. So you guys avert your eyes, and she's going to go forward?
Yep, she's going to go through.
Okay, so roll a dex saving throw for her.
That could have been funny if you have forgotten to tell everybody to avert their eyes, like the party scatters in fear.
Mm-hmm. 7. Oh, no. So... So the ceiling collapses down on your hag.
Hooray!
She takes...
Oh, no.
How many hit points does she have?
52.
Yeah, she is crushed to death as boulders just lay on top of her.
Is the trap now disabled?
Yeah, the trap is disabled, and there's a big path right there, so it's going to take you kind of a little bit of acrobatics to get over the rock, because the pathway is kind of halfway covered with grounds, and you just see the hag's hand sticking out of the ground, twitching, because the ceiling fell on her.
Oh. That sounds fun, at least until she dissipates completely.
No, she's gone. I'm just saying that before she disappears back into her world.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you just see the hand, like in Wizard of Oz, just kind of crinkle up and go away.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to happen, so wonderful.
All right, so it'll take you an acrobatics or dex check to get over the wall to move forward.
How tall's the roof?
It's about 25 feet, so it's about 12 feet of rubble in front of you. 10 to 12 feet. You were unsuccessful to try to get over and climb over the boulders and stuff. You cannot see what's happening on the other side without jumping up and trying to, crawl over and stuff. What do you do?
That's it.
Okay. You, Seth.
Yep.
What are you doing? You see the hag go forward. You guys kind of hurt your eyes, so all you heard was, you know what? It's the hag. And you hear Celestia go forward. Yes. And she goes forward, and you hear, click, boom! And just all this boulder clapping down and just debris falling. And you hear the hag, ah! Just get destroyed. You turn around, you unavert your eyes to see the hand twitching.
God.
So what do you want to do, Yusef? After seeing this,
when you summon the hag back again, it's going to really dislike you. Because that's like the, fourth time you've gotten her killed?
Yes. Every time he summons her now, she's got like PTSD. She's like, no! Send me back! I'll make you a potion or something.
Oh, good lord.
Can't believe I'm feeling sorry for a hag.
She was crushed to death, man.
So is there room to move up then?
Yeah, you just have to make a dex acrobatic kind of check to get over, or athletics. I'll use athletics to climb over.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do that.
All right, use the one you think is best.
Yeah, they're both the same. It's a horse apiece. Here we go. Here goes nothing.
So after that happens, you see Celestia try to run up and jump over. She kind of hits and loses her friend a little bit and falls down on her butt, and she's just sitting there like, damn. And so Yusuf goes, aha, I've got this. So he goes running up, and he jumps up and tries to climb up and falls on his ass. All right, that'll be your turn. Velron, you're up.
Yeah, so I'll just start to levitate up as pretty much as high as I can get to where I can just walk right over.
Yeah, I figured you were. You can go right over.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna have anything to do with this, and I just start walking.
So you come flying. I'll say you get to right here. You can see that Morgan's engaged as one here. You see, for some reason, these three over here are just cowering, and it looks like, from what you can see real quick, that Oregon in his disguise is basically torturing these three little bastards. And you see this one is hurt really bad, and there's another one right here.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and do a Ray of Frost to the one that's right there.
All right, go for it.
I have to make an attack roll first. Did I hit?
That hits. Roll damage. Nine points of damage?
Yep.
The one that's on Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He basically turns to ice and just explodes.
Nice. All right. I think that'll be it for me, and I'll just wait.
That should end up triggering initiative right there.
No, we still have Rogaris' turn.
All right. So yeah, That's good for me.
All right, Rogarius, you saw what happened to the hag. You saw Celestia and Yutha try to get over the pile, but they fell. You saw Valorant just kind of float over, and then you're hearing battle on the other side. It is your turn. What do you do?
Rogarius will stretch a little bit.
Okay.
Sort of pull his foot up behind his back.
Right. Got to be limber.
And we'll go for an athletics check. You're right over that wall.
Is it wrong that I'm hoping for a 1? Oh.
Roll to 20.
All right, so you see Rogarius like you ninnies and just he goes hoppy. He just rolls and does all this great stuff. He just immediately gets over.
Why am I reminded of Mr. T's character in freaking Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs doing the backflips and stuff, going over stuff?
Pretty much.
Okay, and then from the top of the wall, am I able to get to that?
No, you're able to get to there.
7 or not?
No, you can't hit him.
Okay. Oh wait, yeah, I could. I'm gonna hit him with bow and arrow.
All right, so you pull out your bow and arrow like, I'm going to shoot you.
I rolled a 16.
You missed.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Go for it.
That's a 24.
That's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
Roll double, or just roll damage. It'll double it already. 10. Ow. All right, so you miss the first one. He's like, and you're like, you little. Then pull back your bow and arrow and notch another arrow fire, and you shoot him right in his shoulder. He's like, ah! Now these three over here, Finn, are looking and they're like, my lord, behind you! They're scared because they don't want to move because you're intimidating the hell out of them. But they see this happening over there, like, look out, my lord! Thinking that will grant you favor that they spotted that happening behind you. What do you do, Morgan?
Okay. So it's like my turn, my regular turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So first, before I say anything, I'm going to cast another firebolt at the one on the left here.
Mercy, my lord! So it's asking for mercy. Do you give it mercy?
Yeah, that's not happening. 21.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that hit.
And 12 fire damage.
He is really hurting now. He collapses on his knees. He's like burning. Ah! You're like, what? Mercy, my lord.
Okay. So I move up and say, do you know why I am angry?
No! Behind you, there's more!
Do I have time to say more? I don't know how much time I have, because I want to say something to him.
Not that much time. So this is all instantaneously happening. They just understand that there's bad guys behind you, but you're more angry at them. They are confused as hell right now. They're like, I'm behind you, and you're just torturing them.
Okay, so then as I'm saying that, I also put up my hand in kind of like a stop motion towards the rest of the group. So so they'll see this.
Talk to the hand.
All right, so you guys, Morgan, Rogarius, and Valorant, do you see this? Morgan, is now your turn. You see him put up his hand. Do you react to that, or do you go after the other one?
I will grapple the other one.
Okay, he ignores you, and he's going to grapple this one. Make an athletics.
Because that's what I had planned on doing in the first place, and yeah, well, acrobatics, you say?
Athletics.
Ew, an 11.
No. You try to grapple it, and he's like, he's thrashing around because he's got this arrow sticking out of him, so you're not able to do that.
Okay, and that's my action.
Okay. So the two will wait because it is now. Celeste, it's your turn.
I'm gonna do spider climb on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to start walking on the wall and climb through.
You get through.
Spider elf.
Does whatever spider elf wants. All right. You get over here and you see what's happening. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast heal on myself because that was a regular action.
Okay.
And we will take 6 more health to myself.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Nice.
Yusuf, what do you do, buddy?
I'm gonna try to get over again.
Oh right, you try to. You're like, okay, I can't be the only one. So you get You kind of stretch like you saw Rogaris do. You kind of do a little bit of leg stretches and stuff. You get everything ready, and you go to make this climb and get over this. So, roll your check.
15.
By the hair of your chinny chin chin, you get over there. You're a little grunting and stuff because you're so heavily armored. You get up there, and you guys kind of look behind you. You see Yusuf get over the top and cussing and stuff, and then he kind of falls and rolls off the other side, and you hear more cussing. Then he gets over here.
Well, remember, rule number 18 of Zombieland was limber up.
Yeah, I think that's stretching helped. All right, what would you like to do, Yusuf?
All right, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on that one right there.
All right, so this one's burning already, and you just come in and go.
Well, so reminder: when you come down there, you're gonna see me holding out my hand saying "stop." So I don't know if that changes anything.
You see him doing that, but you don't know what that.
He just sees my hand kind of out there in like a stop thing. So
it's up to you. You said what you want to do.
Okay, I won't do anything to that one then.
Okay.
What about this one right here?
It's up to you.
Is he motioning kind of like to not attack any of them, or
you don't know? You just see him with his hands.
You can interpret it however you want. I was just telling you what I was doing.
You didn't see the initial action, so you're not quite sure. Right. Roll an intelligence check. See if you can ascertain what it is Oregon is trying to tell you with his hand. You think that he is telling you that he has 5 coins.
Okay. Then I'm going to just go ahead and attack this one up here with...
You're like, right, let me attack and I'll get 5 coins.
It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
He does not. He rolled a 3.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. That is 12 damage.
He is really hurting. These two start saying, "My lads are attacking!" Back to you, Oregon. What are you doing? This one's on his hands and knees, just screaming in pain. The other two are like, "What do we do? Hello, they're killing us."
Okay, so I'm basically going to spend this round talking, just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you want to do?
So I tell them, when I was being attacked in the other room, you guys cowered. That is why
We're supposed to guard this area. You told us to.
Overprotecting me? And then
you said you'd guard us with their life. You didn't need us.
So I then point my other hand. I don't know. Do I have enough time after that to cast?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will cast another firebolt at the one that I've already been hitting.
All right. He's like just whimpering, like, "Please spare me alone."
16.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably gonna kill him.
He's dead.
Yep.
He just burns in flame, and they're just looking at you like, "Ah! Ah!" This one runs. So does this one.
Faerun taps on the brooch and says that he's uncomfortable with torturing these creatures like this.
I say stop to them to see.
They are not listening. Unfortunately for them, they forgot that there is a trap over here.
Morale saves.
And you see these two, because they're just scared, and you see there's dribbles of pee on the ground as they run. They set off this trap, forgetting that it's there. You just see that there was a big giant thing of parchment there, and it looks like the ground. You could hop over it, but they weren't paying attention, and there's a way to get around it. They did not, in their haste to get away from you, Oregon, fall right into this trap, and you just hear, "Ah!"
Well, how convenient.
Oh, see, that was quick.
All right, and this one's going to swing.
There was a reason why I was doing it that way. I'll tell you guys afterwards.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what you were going to do.
You scared them so bad, Finn.
Oh, I know. I wanted to, but I was trying to keep them in the area. But that's
I know, but but with them,
you barbecued one, and
the other guys are coming in and killing everything. They've been hearing all this yells. Their mind can't hit. They're done. They're like, nope, we're out. They were trying to get away. But
yeah, no.
In their haste, they forgot that there was a trap there, and they set it off, and they are dead.
Okay.
Do you want?
I wanted to go see what happened. Are they dead or are they still?
Yeah, you go in there and you see that they are shish kebabbed on a bunch of spikes that was in this giant pit here. Easy enough to get around, but you see that they look like just both of them spikes running through them. They are completely they're toast.
They used to be kobolds, but now they're kebabs.
They are pretty much kebabs, yeah.
Okay. So what's going on with the other guy?
It's Morgan's turn.
I'm gonna try to grapple him again.
Go for it.
And you said it's athletics, right?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Can I use luck?
Not on athletics, no.
Okay.
Valron, you're up.
I'm holding at this point. I'm just floating in the air, just seeing what's going on. There's only one left.
Yep. Let's see who went next. And Rogaris.
I'm gonna move to just above the number 7, but still where I'd be able to grab him to try to grapple that thing.
Okay, right here.
And that's in athletics, right?
Yes. 14.
Yep.
You're unable to grapple. He's a little slippery devil.
Yeah, nimble little guy.
Really hoping I'd get an advantage on him from coming in from the side.
Not on skill checks. It's only attacks.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, grapples. It's kind of funky. Celestia.
At first, I asked the group, do you want to see what's down in that pit?
Yes, absolutely.
I cast Daylight and drop a sphere right about here. Shines in a 60 foot.
Yep. You see that there are 3 guard drakes.
Okay.
But they can't get in because you see that this area right here. Oh, if I can get my pointer. This area right here is it's a big gated area. So there's a gate here that's locked, and then there's a gate here that's locked. It goes down, but the only way to get there is to unlock the gate. They cannot get up. This is like a 25-foot wall here.
It's a pen.
It's basically a pen, yeah. You can see them.
Yeah, do not open that.
Yeah, they can't. They're not moving. In fact, the lights kind of made them retreat back a little bit.
All right, that was worth it.
All right, so you do that. Anything else?
I am very content.
That was a good idea, dude.
Good move.
All right. Yusuf.
I'll just kind of move over towards where Oregon is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't plan on taking any real actions in this turn or anything like that.
Okay.
Let them build their kobold.
All right. The kobold's going to swing at you, Morgan.
Okie dokie.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You take 16 points of damage. Which
So
you're probably
8
using.
points.
Yeah, 8 points, right?
Yeah.
And then he runs and tries to jump into the pit.
Oh,
But
that
it gives you
does
guys,
that mean I get a
you guys
opportunity?
you guys both, you and Rogaris will get attacks of opportunity.
I'm gonna try to grab him and stop him from going. As my
roll.
attack. And that's athletics again, right?
Yep. Nope.
Son of a
Rogaris.
Can I sort of kick him as he tries to go?
Yes, you may. Roll an attack.
Launch him further into the pit?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to launch him further into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the exact opposite.
Yeah. Grim's trying to hold him.
Grab him once.
Grim tries, it's like, oh, he misses, and then when Rogaris is like, batter up, bitch.
So just roll an attack?
Yeah.
Bang, 14. Oh, wait, do I get an advantage on this
Yes,
since he's running away?
He's running away.
So
His
26.
You spank him with his battle axe.
Roll damage. Oh Oh my god. Okay, so he goes running. You kick him so hard that he goes, ah! It was harder than he wanted to. It's a 25-foot drop. He lands. Oh my god, he rolled a 1. Alright, so he lands, breaks both his legs, and passes out. These critters see food and come running over and start eating him. His thing was that if he was going to jump down and he takes some damage and then use and be protected by these guys since he can control them, but he's not able to do that since he's unconscious on the ground, and they are now eating him.
Rogaris is going to look at Celestra, be like, do we think that maybe we should just sort of try to kill these guys from up above now? They're all kind of gathered in one spot.
And Celestia doesn't respond.
Oh. Well, what's everyone else think?
Do we have to do anything? And I guess at this point we'll start coming back.
Yeah, I mean, it's dead. They're just in there eating as a pen to... You get a sense that this is where they raise these guard drakes.
I'm going to be looking down there and say, well, so much for that idea.
Yeah.
Well, I could drop an ice storm on them, I suppose, if we really want to kill them.
I think we could.
Because the goal was to.
And these guys look like these are younger and they're being matured and yeah, they're just ripping this guy up.
You said younger. What's the size of them?
They're half the size of the other drakes. You can see that they've been trained, but they haven't grown fully into their form. So,
what's the height of the cave from the bottom of the pit to the top?
Not really. No.
So what's the? Would you say the height of the ceiling is from floor of pit to top?
Oh, it's huge. It's a big area.
I really want to blow them up.
Is there a value to drakes being alive?
No.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna skirt along the little path next to the pit.
Corn too big.
Okay.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna make my way over to where the curtained area was.
I'm
avoiding the trap.
You're gonna go run through. You see trap there. You're gonna run through.
Yeah,
four?
I'm good. I'm not gonna just run through. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled, but
make a perception check. You see nothing. So you go walking in here. You just go walking in here. Make a dexterity saving throw. All right. You notice that you forgot that there was a shit ton of bats in here on the ceiling. As soon as you go in, just walking in, you forgot about it because your perception was so low. The bats are awoken and they just start swarming. You take like 4 points of damage just from the ruckus, and they go flying out of the cave.
Oh yeah.
And you notice that there are fungus in here, but you're nowhere near it. So, and you can see that on the ground is a lot of bat shit.
Wonderful.
And the reason you had to make a dex save is because I was seeing if you were going to slip and slide and fall on your ass and then take more damage. A lot of guano in there. That's why the funguses are growing so well.
Ace Ventura is running through my brain.
I think we need to get rid of these drakes in case there might be somebody worse behind that curtain. We need to get rid of the drakes now.
All right, I'll drop an ice storm on them.
Wait.
Well, I'm not there. I can't hear you guys, so.
No, you don't have to do that. Hey, Valron.
Yeah?
These guys are... Okay, so they don't look like they can fly or anything, right?
Right.
I mean, they haven't been so far able to fly. No wings or anything. Right, Ranger?
No.
Okay. So let's just fire firebolts at them until they die.
For the sake of just saying they're dead. You guys use your spells and they're dead.
Yeah. You don't have to use high-level spells. There's no way for them to attack us,
yeah,
really.
And they're younger and still feral and stuff, so you guys swipe them out.
Yeah, I I sprayed them with poison multiple times. It's amazing.
They die.
Yeah.
I made fun of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Grim, what do you want to do since you're over here? You didn't fall, but the bats... You guys hear in the other cave, Morgan going, you hear the commotion of the bats and stuff, and Morgan like,
my mantle's faded by now, by the way.
What's that?
My mantle is faded, so I no longer look like Lindragos. By the time we finish all the firebolts and everything, I'm sure it's well
it's over,
I'm going to stealthily make my way to...
Roll a stealth check.
Stop moving.
I'm going to be stealthy.
Be stealthy.
With a 17.
You are very stealthy. You come up to a curtain.
Stealth doesn't matter to a dragon.
Any traps around that I can...
investigation.
My eye couldn't make it past it.
15.
None in the hallway, nothing you notice.
Is there... Now, does this curtain encompass the whole thing?
It's
top to bottom? There's no
you
gap at the bottom.
Well, yeah, there's a little gap at the bottom, a little bit of the top, but I mean, you can't see through the curtain. You just have to slide it over like a bath shower.
I reach into my pack and pull out my mirror.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold it down at the bottom of the curtain and look and see if I can see anything in there.
From what you can see, it looks like this is a place. You see some meat hanging and stuff. And it looks like this is a storage place for meat that you can see so far.
Meat.
But that's all you can see. You can't see the rest of the room.
Okay, I'll wait for the rest of the party.
All right.
I'm at the curtain. I'll press on it, the brooch and
the
whisper that.
Curtain?
You know where it's at. From what you'd been told.
Yeah, the meat curtain.
Faerun scouted earlier.
That's exactly what it is. Alright, who's doing what? Tell me where you want to go, guys.
Rogaris is going to go right on over there with him.
Alright, Rogaris moves over here. You roll a dex saving throw. You fall on your ass.
Yay!
You take 2 points of damage.
Ugh.
And you're
covered in bat guano.
You're covered in bat guano.
It's a new cologne.
Bat guano by Calvin Klein.
Dwarf chicks are totally into it.
Yeah.
Now that we've seen Rogaris slip in the back guano, can the rest of us carefully move through at a slower pace to avoid it?
I don't know. What's everybody doing? Who's going where?
I'm going to be following behind, but now that I see Rogaris falling on the back guano,
make a dex saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
17.
Yeah, you make it over there. Anybody else? You guys staying over there, or what are you guys doing?
No, I'm going to follow.
Okay. Make a dex saving throw.
15.
You make it. All right. You, Seth. Balron, what are you doing?
I just continue to float over there.
Yeah, you float.
Yuseth just did it. I think you moved Celestra, but Yuseth is the one that made the save.
Oh, Yuseth made the save throw. Okay, good. All right, Celestra, what are you doing?
Well, don't stand near the freaking mushroom.
Am I doing it with advantage, I'm hoping?
Yeah.
Since I'm watching everybody else.
Yeah. No, you don't there, buddy.
No, that's on the butt.
You were falling your butt, and you were covered in guano.
I've
you could use
before.
You can use prestidigitation and get it off you, but it's pretty nasty.
That's shitty.
All right, you guys are all near this meat curtain.
I looked inside. It looks like mostly meat, but I'd prefer to yeah. I will stealthily open the curtain.
All right.
Good luck.
There's a strong sense of all blood that's coming from this room, and you know.
I put my finger through the meat curtain.
I'd say wait. I don't know. I'm gonna do something at the same time.
Okay, I'm
as you try to penetrate it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna try.
Rutabaga, yeah.
Yeah, after Rutabaga.
Make a dex saving throw, Graham.
That'll be a 20.
All right. Just as you're starting to open it, you notice that the that the leather strips of the curtain, as you go in, have been set in a certain way that have metal barbs and stuff in them with fish hooks and stuff, and you notice that they are coated with poison.
Oh, nice! Don't touch that. I mentioned that.
But you're able to use your way. You're able to open them up in a way that it doesn't. You're able to get past the trap.
Can I use prestidigitation to collect some of it into a vial?
Make an intelligence check.
So that's a saving throw.
Yeah, intelligence check, not intelligence save. Smart bastard.
Very same.
You get a sense that they're just coated, so you really wouldn't be able to get much from them. It doesn't look like a poison worth mentioning. It's more of an annoyance more than anything. To keep people out. Like, the reason you figure that this was set up this way is so that none of the other kobolds would come in here without knowing how to get in, so they just wouldn't eat meat whenever they want.
Okay, yeah, they're just a deterrent. Okay, I see.
Apparently, Tails wants me to know that he has Fey ancestry, and I don't know if you were aware of this, Tails.
And that Fey ancestry has him killing his old hag repeatedly over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, so you guys walk in the room. There's nothing here but just meat. You walk in, and there again the old blood that you were smelling. It's dry puddled on the floor from floor to ceiling. I mean, there's columns and like a clothesline. You can see that there's animal carcasses, and you see gutted antelope, deers, goats. Even a small bear, and it's all meat and stuff. And you see in the pile there's some furs that look like they've been recently skinned and stuff. So this is the meat locker.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
All right.
Any of those furs worth any money?
No, not in the condition they are in.
Any of the meat worth eating?
It's very maggoty meat. You think not? It's cold in here, but this is not a typical kind of butcher kind of situation. They just keep it here because it keeps the meat. This makes the meat last longer. The actual status of the meat is a whole different story. Let's just say you wouldn't want to eat it.
Okay.
Right.
So
you guys have explored everything.
Yep. Head back over to McCarvin.
All right. You guys go to McCarvin, and what do you guys do? What is your plan? Say you've cleared this. Yeah, the eggs are very heavy. You're going to need some help to carry them out.
We want to keep those.
Fit in a chest?
The eggs are too big for the chest.
I can use a reduce to shrink them down so we can carry them out.
It's not a good idea to use those on living objects.
Doesn't say anything like that in the spell, though. And
okay.
DM, final call.
You knowing dragons as well as you do, Valron, I mean, you're very steeped in the lore. You get a sense that dragon eggs are tough, but they are very fragile in the sense of they need certain conditions and things. If you do that, you could mess with their incubation and could kill them.
Well, then we're just going to have to leave them there either way. That's up to the group to decide.
No. If you mess with them, like if you crack open the egg or if you try to shrink them or try to do something with them, you could do that. Now, moving them is totally fine. Moving an egg is fine. But you do know that the condition in here is the condition that the eggs will have to stay in to hatch. If you move them out of here, if they're not in the same condition, they'll go into a stasis of slumber, and if they are not kept in that within a certain amount of time, that the hatchlings could die.
Okay, I'll let the group decide what they want to do.
Now the chest, on the other hand, Valron, oh yeah, you could do that. You could do that easily and make that chest easy as hell to move, or you could levitate it, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You could even do that to the Tiamat thing if you wanted. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know how long that lasts, but if you really want to, you could. So. Same thing for the rug. But you do know that you guys can go outside, get your homies, come back in, and start scooping up this stuff.
Yeah, I say let's just do that then.
All right, so we'll say for now that that's what you guys do. You guys go outside. You see that they've set up perimeter. They've got the prisoners. They've got the wagon there. They've got the monk who is stabilized. He's in the back of one of the wagons. The mercenaries have a couple wagons. You have your wagon that has been brought up by Johan and Leon, and everybody's there. You come out. You tell them to go back in. McCarvin goes in. You guys go in. Show them the chest. You guys take the chest. You put it in one of the wagons. You go back in. Do you want to collect the eggs? You get the rug. You scoop up all the maps and information. You get the chest. It's worth some money. What do you guys want to do with the eggs?
How much are these eggs worth? And then where could we sell?
They are worth a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Because and especially if you want to hatch them. I mean.
No, prefer not to hatch. Morngrim knows people, we can sell it.
Could we keep
a
black dragon as a pet?
No.
Yes.
Well,
really, you can, but it's going to be a pain to train it.
Okay.
You do have a druid in the group that kind of knows what he's doing around beast-like creatures.
I kind of want a pet dragon.
Same.
That's very, very tempting.
And you notice that two of the eggs are black and one is blue.
Which is the easier to train?
Can I do like
They're magical, or I would do more to assist or like familiarize them, but they're too intelligent though.
What can I roll to approximate probably what these things are worth?
A dragon egg alive.
Because could I have possibly heard about one in the thief circles of being for sale, possibly for prices, or that's why I'm trying to ascertain.
I'm looking at it. You do know that you're going to have to keep them warm, but you're also going to have to keep them humid as well, is what this cave is. So you can keep them warm, which will keep them stable, but eventually you're going to have to put them to hatch them. And you think they're about a week or two away from hatching. But to fully incubate them, it's going to take about another week or two. The value of a dragon egg, let's see. I'm having to delve deep into this one, guys, so bear with me.
While he's looking at say between Corinth and I, magically capable of training, and I have a large ability of animal handling.
It could be most interesting. But then again, it might be evil. Most lucrative too. Well, yeah.
Celestra, how much would be involved for Rogaris to try to keep one of them as a pet?
Depends on your handling skill.
One.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh boy. What could I do to try to raise that though?
Find a dragon keeper and try and learn their ways, or anyone that's skilled in training animals, I guess.
Perhaps we should start you smaller, like with a puppy.
Go big or go home.
We should first get these eggs out of this cave, because the guy went through the mirror and we may have enemies coming here.
No, you don't want to take
these. We don't want to take these out yet.
You want to hatch them at all.
Give me a sec. I'm looking. I can't find it in the dungeon DM book, so I'm looking in.
Well, one of the ideas that I have is I could do a sending to Amaroon and let her know that there's 3 dragon eggs here, and she might be able to assist us in retrieving them successfully.
To be honest, even though the prospect of having a dragon as a freaking pet,
So you know
is
that
awesome.
the starting cost for a dragon egg, depending on the type of the dragon, will be worth between 10,000 and 25,000 alive. Dead,
Yeah, we're selling them.
way down. But you also know that if they get into the wrong hands, dragons, by their nature, because they're chromatic, are evil. However, that's not always the case. Some chromatic dragons are good, just as there are some metallic dragons that are evil, right? They are quite intelligent creatures, and and you would know this, Valron and Celestia, that dragons, when raised, can be led a certain path. They will always have their nature about them. They will always be greedy and covetous, but you can define them if you raise them correctly. But the eggs themselves, if you can keep it alive and sell them, is 10,000, 25,000. But you guys, being the alignment that you are, will be very cautious about this, because people that are in the business of looking for dragons are usually up to no good.
But that's 10 to 20 grand each.
Right.
Right.
20 to 25,000 alive. Less than that, you can get 2 to 4,000 for because they are still dragons and stuff. There are wizards out there that can use the components of dragon eggs and stuff for spells, very powerful spells. So you know that the price goes way down.
Yeah, that's what I had brought up with Amaroon. The Harpers may want them for something.
You could give them to the Harpers. You know that they are very much.
Yeah, but that means give.
You know that the Harpers would know what to do with them, and that's of course dealing with, Lady. I can't think. Amwell and Storm. You know that kind of stuff.
Do we have anybody that's friends with those in the Wizards Guild and Baldur's Gate that may be interested?
None of you are. Valron, you have context with the elves, but you already know their answer. They don't have the best history with chromatic dragons in their realm.
That's
just curious what the thoughts are for our cleric about potentially selling an evil dragon.
Hey, McCarvin.
McCarvin's like with you guys. Is like, yeah. What do you think? What do you want to know?
What do you think about? You wouldn't by chance know of anybody that would be interested in buying some dragon eggs, would you?
Oh yes, my boss.
They'll buy it?
I would
prefer yes, that's
Amaroon.
Solution.
No. See, I'm still
you
not
said
okay
give,
with
Valron.
Give.
You said give. There's a difference.
No.
But Harpers would still compensate.
Oh yeah, the Harpers would pay for those.
See, you didn't say that. You said you wanted to tell Amaroon to give her the eggs.
Well, Amaroon, would want them and would give you a fair price. She's not going to.
Yeah, she just gave us a chest of 10 grand for nothing. So here we're going to give her eggs. We're going to get.
You need to clarify these things.
Keyword give.
All I know
give means free.
Hey guys, I still want a pet dragon.
Okay, so I have an idea here. Because there's 2 of us that want a dragon. I'd be willing to co-parent one of the dragons. Because there's 6 of us. We could divide up the eggs, 1 to a pair of people. We could co-raise a dragon, and the other 4 could do whatever they want with those eggs.
I personally would say keep the blue and get rid of the blacks.
Well,
just for the sake of
more powerful than blacks.
Well, the thing is the blacks are more, I would say, mostly tend to be evil, chaotic, and blue has a more higher tendency of actually being able to be trained amongst our own path. Black is mostly chaotic and will be more difficult to control. It's
way harder to control.
Yeah, blues are more cunning, like we saw, like when we fought when it learned there was danger.
Yeah, they're more cunning, but they're not like blacks are just nasty.
I'd say back in 3E, they were pretty much guaranteed 100% evil, but I know things have changed a bit, so they're still like mostly evil, mostly.
Right. Dragons, the reason they by their nature are what they are because of the magical
Earth,
stuff.
mostly harmless.
Right, but there's a reason why they're very intelligent beings. So it's the old nature by nurture thing. Now most dragons when they're born, because of how they're born and everything, it's a matter of survival in the world. And a lot of that hatchlings turn into, when they're first born, they just have this innate sense. They look like elves or normal people, right? They have that ability, and they by their nature will start doing what they do, but they're affected by the people around them. That's why it's not 100% on anything. But typically, blacks are loners, and they will form as soon as possible. They will scout out some kind of area, and that they are extremely dangerous. Blues, on the other hand, a little different.
Okay, how about
Okay, so
this?
who are the two of us that want a blue dragon?
But why don't we do this as a solution?
Rules check.
You guys are
We're-
outside the
they-
cave now. Let's say you've got the eggs wrapped. You've got them on the dragon, and you've got them secure.
So they're what, like wrapped in sailcloth and flour to keep them from being brittle?
It's not their outer shell is like hard leather and stuff. You do know that a weapon could, if hit hard enough and consistent enough, can break it. But that will kill the hatchling inside. These are not ready to be hatched.
Yeah, people who are in.
Okay,
Alright.
so why don't we keep the blue, but we keep it as our team, and we'll call it Eben, and then the other two we sell because we have a lot of bad things after us right now.
I can't cast from Find Familiar on a dragon at all, right? It's too powerful.
Yeah, dragons
Way
aren't
too
familiars.
powerful. Way too
That's what I
powerful.
thought. I was just double checking, like in the egg form.
As
That
I would say, a mage of your level, Valron, you, because of just who you are and your intelligence, you and Celestia could control the blacks because of your magical nature and who you are. None of these other fools have a good shot. The blue maybe, but if you did keep the blacks, it would be you and Celestia only that would have any shot of controlling them, because you're just more powerful than they will be initially, and because of your nature. Celestia, because she is one with nature, and you guys are because of your magical nature of who you are. You with the weave, her with nature. Yusuf might, but he's more divine power. Doesn't really translate so much.
Would my Genasi help with the blue?
Yeah, it would actually, because you have an affinity for what the blue represents.
Okay, so I mean, there is a chance that we could control them. I'll at least relay that to the group.
The blacks will be harder, but it's going to be up to you and Celestia. The blue one, you have a good shot of, because of your
Sell some. Don't.
But yeah.
Did you guys? I know we've been doing all this stuff with kobolds, but have you forgotten about Isha, Sword of Life and Death? Basically put out a hit on us now because we revealed his plans. Did you
Yeah,
guys
so
forget?
guy with a sword going up against people with 3 dragons? I like our
Do
odds a
you know
lot
how long
better.
it's going to take to get those
You
3
don't
dragons
understand.
matured?
We're not going to fight this dude
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We need the money in order to
Yo.
make ourselves better. We
My
can
name is
keep
Celestia,
one,
not
let's sell
Khaleesi.
2.
All right,
Like-
let's wrap this up. What are you guys doing? So let's say you start heading back to the keep. The monk is
We're keeping the blue one, selling the black ones.
who is going
And
to
sell
be.
the black ones to Amaroon and the Harper, so we know
Alright.
they're in good hands.
All right.
I personally agree with keeping the blue. I think
I mean, personally, I want to sell all 3 of them because
I
there's
do
a
too,
real
but-
good chance that
Now the blue
raising
one,
the dragon, the blue
just
one will
needs,
probably be like, "Oh, screw
the
you guys,
blue
I'm
one.
going."
You notice that it's actually doing better in the outdoors than it is than the other two, and you understand the Nate, Celestia, and Valorant. You know this because blues, outdoor, wind, all that stuff is their climate. So this one's going to hatch quicker than the other two. The other two, without the humidity and the dampness, is going to take them longer. If they're not putting those, they'll be fine because it's warm. But you do know that without the humidity kind of setting, they're not going to they're not going to hatch. They're kind of been. You kind of see that they're starting to go into their they're in stasis. They're not going to hatch for a while. The blue one, yeah, it's going to hatch in 2 or 3 days because it's now out in the open again. It looks like it had been kind of. It was warm, but it had been kind of, hindered being in that cave.
As
Are
much
we
as
in
I
agreement?
want, as much as I want acid breathing, I only want the blue.
Roll an intelligence check, Celestia and Velron. Something in the back of your mind about this blue dragon egg is sitting there, but you can't figure out what it is.
It could be what the other blue, the large one that was attacking the city, was after, why it turned back. It could be that dragon's egg. That's the only thing that I can come up with.
Well, I say we keep the blue and sell the black since you guys want a pet. And we do need money in order to start protecting ourselves.
Everyone's happy, and we got money. I'd prefer to sell all 3 of them because freaking 20 grand a piece, please. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And we'll see. And we can
That's
see what
only if we have a
Amarun
really
says.
higher.
Yeah, we'll see what Amarun says if there's any interest. I may be wrong.
Okay, let's get a hold of her.
Could we maybe even trade the blacks for more blues?
Oh Jesus! This
Dragon
is a
eggs are too
Pokemon.
rare to be trading.
Yeah, there's no dragon trading egg store.
My dear God.
In Baldur's Gate,
I mean, I'll trade my
MacArthur
blue eyes
comes over
dragon
and punches
for...
you in the head, Rogaris, for suggesting something so idiotic.
Like, I'll trade my blue eyes for your Exodia.
I choose you, blue dragon.
We could try to, if you really want to, Rogaris, we can possibly try to paint the egg blue and see if it'll change.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think that'll work.
You do know that, Celestia...
You know what? Can I persuade? I'm going to be like, it's best for us to sell the black and keep the blue.
You can at disadvantage because they've made up their mind already.
Oh, they did
already? Can I
already?
do that too as well? Because I've been...
Disadvantage.
That's fine.
Only one of you can do it, so...
Oh. Okay,
only one. If I would have known it was only one, I would have left Finn roll.
No. You
and I rolled
you have
a 1,
disadvantage, but only one person.
Yeah, I know, but I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for either.
Okay.
Yeah, Morngrim would have let me do it, and in my first roll, I rolled a 1. So.
Okay. So you guys pretty much you try, but you guys think we'll get rid of the blacks, we'll keep the blue. That's what you guys kind of come up with.
If we can sell the blacks to Amarun, so that's another condition.
Well, Velron, do you want to send a message?
Who is the buyer?
Well, yeah, because I mean, if they won't take them,
when we get a chance, I'll do a sending to Amarun.
You can do it right now if you want.
All right, well, that's what I'll do. I'll say we've found 3 dragon eggs unhatched and in perfect condition, 2 blacks and 1 blue.
You don't get a response, but you get a immediate where you
dimensional
guys are,
door.
Dimensional door pops up immediately, and she comes storming out, and she looks a little worse for wear. You can see that she's been on the road. She's in road gear, hair pulled back and stuff, and also coming with her. And you guys haven't seen him in a while, and he is dressed to the hilt to kick some ass as Arklath.
Well, at least we know how to make her show up ASAP now.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that would get her attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Arklath comes forward and he's like, well, boys, you guys sure have been busy. McCarm comes up and...
Aren't we always?
Arklath, him shake hands. You can tell that these guys have been friends for a while. And Arklath looks around like, my, oh my. You guys, because you guys are still at the camp and stuff, and they look around like, somebody beat the hell out of some shit around here. Emran gives him the stink eye. He's like, what? He puts up his hands. And she smiles, just like, well done indeed.
And I do the traditional greeting of my star is chosen to her, of course.
And she just gives you, I wish you wouldn't do that, Valron. We're friends. Please stop. It makes me uncomfortable.
Then
I smile and I
proceeds
say,
to bow as well.
To it eventually, I promise.
Listen, and you don't, and she gives you the stink eye. Oregon is like, don't you start that shit either. And
I like
she's-
pop straight up and then salute her instead.
and you see some of the mercenaries and stuff are looking. They don't know who these people are, but you get a sense that they're looking at them, and like, and you see, Juron is looking like, they know who this is. Leon does too, but he's mature. He's seen enough. But Juron's like, and the mercenaries are like, who the, what? And so you guys tell them the whole story, and then you get to the dragon eggs, and everyone's like, yeah, we can get them off your hands. I know Minster and those guys would love to get their hands on these and get them out of the world.
Cool. Let's talk price.
10,000 each.
Oregon?
You know we can get more for them on the market.
She looks at you like, you're going to give me those eggs.
It's out of
I'm going to
out of our
compensate
hands
you.
now.
Now that
Yeah,
you've
I think-
told me, if you try to sell these on the black market, I'm not letting you get out of here.
Yeah, I mean it's done. That
Can
sounds like
we
a good
get
price,
15?
really.
No, you
So-
may
so
not.
shut up,
you can
no.
get 10,000 for each one. Because,
This is worse than bowing, by the way.
so, I'm being nice because you guys, I know you fought your way here. You deserve to be compensated. I was a mercenary adventurer once myself, and I will be more than glad to compensate you. Take what you can get. And I'm sure you got some goodies from inside there.
But I'm sure I could probably at least get 15 from my contacts.
I go ahead and start help
You
loading.
won't, because I'm
Can
not
we all
allowing
get-
2 black dragon eggs to go on the black market.
Can we also get access to the Harper's Armory?
Do you want to be an ARPer?
Well, we kind of do work for you already.
It's up to you. You guys haven't taken the oath. If you guys want to become Harpers, then you get all the benefits of being a Harper.
I've already expressed interest in that, so I'm working.
She knows that.
Yeah.
But do you
And
say that,
I would
Rigorous?
prefer to wait.
It's up
What
to you guys.
advantages would I get as a Harper?
Due to
Well,
my connection with Corinth, I just sort of follow along with him.
well, she lists all the benefits. I mean, you're part of the organization. You have tags to their information line. People look out for one another. Weapons, stuff like that. There are secret places, but there's a ritual and a rite. You have to be tested with the truth thing because they don't just allow anybody in. Even though she gets the general nature, you guys, there's still a formal way of doing it. You know, you still have to have a background done on you. She would vouch for you, of course. So would Arclath. But yeah, it can be done.
Yeah, let's save that for another date.
All right. Now, the eggs. 10,000 gold.
Okay.
And she comes into her thing and she pulls out two of these incredibly rare gems and she gives them to you, Oregon. And she says, these gems themselves are not valuable, so you can't sell them. But if you go to any of the major banks, and she gives you the name of the bank, in Waterdeep or, Cormyr, something like that, you can go to the bank. This gem will allow them to know that I have transferred, because you have an account there, she says she remembers. But this will allow you to show that this money is for you, 10,000 each.
Very well. Thank you very much.
And then you see her come over to the eggs, and she looks at Arclath. It's like, oh, come on. He's like, honey, it's your turn. He's like, okay. And he see him do some things, and the eggs disappear, and he takes, and they're gone. And she's like, now, what do you intend to do with this blue egg?
We plan on trying to raise it.
And she looks at the group. I hope
I
you have...
step in front of him. I plan on raising this.
All right, I can see that. What about you, Valron? You going to be a part of this training of this blue dragon?
I do believe that we encountered it for a reason, so I would
Could
be
be.
a part of it. I would be a part of its upbringing if we decide to keep it. Yes.
All right, I must warn you, until this egg hatches, which, by looking at it, and see her eyes are kind of glowing with power, 2 days at the most, this thing's going to hatch. It will be, when it wakes up, it'll be childlike, but an adult, right? It'll be a hatchling, but it's by nature going to... Dragons just leave their eggs. Some mothers are more protective, others are not. Dragons are on their own. So, if you have any problems, let me know. But I would only recommend those Celestra and Valron, you handle this. And if you have any problems, let me know. Now, be aware that if the mother gets wind and you're lucky this egg's near hatching, she's not going to know in enough time that she will come for it. But if it hatches in 2 days, then it's not going to matter because she's not going to carry them.
I mean, I'll offer to the rest of the group. Are you sure you wish to go down the endeavor of committing to raise a dragon, which is really a large task?
I already said I want to sell it.
She looks at you,
so
Valron,
it's just
like,
you guys.
If you can do this, I'm telling you, it's a challenge, but I think you two could handle it. But if we can take, it's going to hatch unless you give it to us. If you do, you have to guide it into the path of it against its nature, which is easily done. Dragons can change just because they're chromatic. Doesn't mean they're going to be a shitbag right off the bat, unless they're like a red or a black or green. Those three are beyond hope. And then whites are just stupid. Let's just be real. Whites are just animalistic. Blues are in that in between. You may have a chance here with this one.
Yeah, I was hoping for a silver bird, but I'm good with this.
So, if you guys are going to raise it, you just understand it's like you are taking on a child. It's an adult, and it could defend itself. It has all kinds of crazy abilities, but if you raise it right, it'll be... Dragons are also very loyal. In a sense. So...
We've got this.
Okay. Done. Now, if you have any problems... Immediately, she looks at you, Valron. Let me know.
I will. Thank you again.
And since we're here, we've been on the path of the 10. To give you an update, they've scattered. It seems like your endeavors in Cormyr were a success. They've moved on to other targets. And from what I've gathered through the grapevine, through the Harper network, is that you're not even on their radar right now. However, we now have to deal with this crap because from what Valron's been keeping posted of, this has me concerned. The Dragon Cult and Tiamat, this is something else. So, I would like you guys to stick with this, if you don't mind. We'll handle the 10 and all that other crap. We got them running. We've got them scattered. They're trust me, Elminster's after their monkey asses now. So, you guys will keep them busy for a while.
Yes.
Oh no! I'll say, you know me, darling. If the pay is good, I'll do anything you want me to do.
Well, I'm asking you to do this more as a favor because this is something sinister. I don't know what this is, but I want you guys to keep finding out. Of course, you're now $20,000, 20,000 gold richer, so that should help you out tremendously. Plus, whatever other loot and stuff you guys have acquired. So. Do what you need to do. If you need us, you know where to go, especially with this dragon. I would say tomorrow that sucker's going to hatch, since it's still part of this day. So be ready.
Cameroon, may I ask for a favor in return?
Depends on the favor.
Are one of the mercenaries that we have here, and I point to Jared, they were unfortunately brought into this unknowingly as to what is going on. They have been very helpful to us with this. His father is currently on trial for crimes that he hasn't really committed, but was suspected because of the attack by the cultists on the city.
Was he a part of the attack?
He was looting at the same time, but he was not involved in any of the deaths. And we have a letter, and I show her the letter from Governor Nighthill, saying that they would show mercy on his father if he was to help us, and so I'm definitely reporting that back. But if you have any influence...
Can you vouch for these men and their actions?
And then I turn to Jared and say, yes. And I turn to to Lihan and Jiran. Any issues with them assisting you?
No, they're like, no, man, they were badass.
No, they have been loyal, knowing full well kind of that they have this this issue with Jared's father, but I would like to make sure that he is not punished, and make sure that these men are not punished for being drawn into something that really wasn't what they were part of.
She says, "Okay, I will stop on the way there. I know what you're talking about. I know the governor. Well, I know of him, but you owe me one. So just say I'll be able to."
In return, I am working on your request.
She says, "All right, I'll get him out of jail. You owe me. Deal?"
Okay. Is the favor in return me continuing with the dragon cultist? Because I know you had asked that as a favor as
well. I want
you
to.
Then very well.
But of course, then we've been paying you a fortune. Let's just say we're friendly to one another still. How about that?
Okay. Fair enough. And I salute her.
All right. She giggles and she goes and speaks to the son and the group. And you can see she kind of gives them the don't be farting around with this kind of business anymore. It's one thing to be mercenaries, but be mercenaries for a reason and blah, 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 stuff like that. She's not judgmental, but more like keep your shit straight or you'll have to deal with me kind of thing. And then she comes back like, okay, I've got what I need. I will go talk to this governor. And so with Arklath like, you going to make me use my favor again? She's like, yes, dear, I am. And she flutters her eyes at him. You just see him roll his eye like, I knew it. God damn. It's like, God, I hate being a lord. And you say, all right, they've got the dragon eggs. They're going off. You've got your money. And she's like, all right, do what you need to do. And I'll go talk to the governor. When you get there, his father will be released on the condition that if he is ever caught again, you guys will be held accountable as long with them. So I've given them a talking to because they know they'll have to deal with me. But I'm going to be very upset with you guys if these guys go back to looting and raising hell. And you see the son going, no, we're not going to do that. Oh my God, no. She's like, that's what I thought. All right. She says, all right. Anything else? Yes? No?
No. That is it.
And you see Arklath and say something to Carvin. Carvin laughs, shakes his hand, and then they dimension door out of there. So, on top of your loot, you have the blue dragon egg. You have 20,000 gold on top of that. Plus...
Not yet, right? We just have the 2 gems that we have to go to a bank to cash.
Well, yeah, but you basically have 20,000 gold. Just put 2 gems. 20,000 gold in total, 10,000 each, right? And you do know, she told you, in the bigger cities, you don't even have to go to the bank to get the gold. This acts as currency in the big cities, that you just go there and say, I'm using this like a credit card. the people will be like, yes, thank you. And then the rug, the chest worth 400 gold.
And the items, you know what?
And everything else you looted.
I think Faerun, I think was that had the shrink spell, should be doing that. You know, we'll take the mirror if can be cast on the mirror and the statue.
It's up to Faerun. Faerun, you're easily able to do that. You can take the mirror and you could take the statue if you wanted. Shrink it down and then take it with you.
The mirror I'm fine with, but I don't know if I really want to anger Tiamat more at this point by taking her shrine.
You get a sense that would be defacing a goddess's shrine. And
I am sure I can find a buyer for that, though.
The buyer's not going to defend us from Tiamat and her, you know.
You also know that the only people that would buy something like this would be cultists, people that worship Tiamat, that kind of stuff, Grim, who you're up against right now. So you think that would be
not collectors?
No. Collectors like certain things, but a giant statue of Tiamat like that, no, they don't even want that in their collections because you don't even fart around with stuff like that.
But the mirror's a good idea. I forgot about the mirror. That's probably really valuable.
Yep.
Can we... Oh, so if we have the mirror then, when Amarun is here, can we tell her about what happened with the mirror to see if maybe she can figure out what spell was cast on it and where the person went?
She's left already.
Oh. Okay.
Should have thought of it.
I didn't know we had the mirror.
It's my job. Not my job, guys.
I know. We'll have to ask her later. Okay.
Yeah, you can. But you've got it, and I think you guys have a bag of holding, so you can put the mirror and stuff in there.
Actually, would I have an idea, or maybe Valron? Is there a way to trace what the last spell was and like where the target was?
No.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to do
So in
some
that
serious
case-
studying.
Okay.
It's going to take you a long time to decipher all this stuff.
Okay.
And you know that already, Valron, that it takes a while if you don't know what the pattern is and stuff like that. It takes you a while to figure it out. So you're going to have to do some work to figure the mirror. It's both ways, but it has to be the other end wants to receive you kind of thing. So you know that to trick that, you're going to have to do some serious studying on this thing.
Yeah, it would have been easier if we knew anything about the person, but they just jumped right in. So.
Yeah, you didn't get a chance. So unfortunately, but all in all, you guys went up a level.
I have to do one other thing though.
So you guys all go up a level.
Oh, I have to do one other thing though, really quick, Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up to Jared and say, "Now you guys are hanging with us. You know that, right? You are now my responsibility to make sure that you guys don't go off the path because."
It's like, hey man, whatever you need us to do.
Okay.
So put in your inventory as well that you guys have now acquired a group of 9
10
plus
mercenaries?
10 mercenaries, level 5 through 7. I'm sorry, 4
Nice.
through 6. 4 through 6.
4 through 6. Okay. Okay.
Plus,
I
we'll
have something
probably
to
eventually
do.
get the dad.
Yeah, I'm including the dad in that because you guys it'll take you 2 days, it'll take you 3 days to get back. The monk is fine. He's recovering. He's not. You guys healed him, but he is extremely beat up, and you know it's going to take him a couple days. His health is fine, but just the sheer torture and stuff that they did to him, it's going to take him a couple days to recuperate. You know, to get him back to where he's talking and stuff like that. So you think by the time you get him back to the city, that he'll be fine.
Yeah, and you can talk to the other monk guy who said that he would definitely help us in Candlekeep.
Oh yes, so there's that. So you guys are on your way. Anything you guys want to do on the journey back to the city, the town? No?
Not really.
On your way there, the dragon egg on the second day hatches. And you guys are watching
Can
this.
we call it Norbert?
You guys are watching this. It's the second day. They're starting to end. You've been letting the sun just hit this thing in the wind. And Valron, you've been kind of throwing wind and stuff at it just to keep it, like you can instead of you, Celestia. As soon as it starts to hatch, Celestia and Valron, do you want to be the first two there, as Amaron said?
Yeah, and I'll also have use one of my Eldritch blasts between myself to have lightning going between my hands.
Okay.
Because I know it's a blue,
Valron.
and that should hopefully
Yes.
entice it and make it more comfortable.
Yes. So
Valron, should we do this inside the hut? That way it doesn't draw attention of the mother if she's around.
that's a good idea.
Or anyone else that's like, oh my god, it's a dragon.
Yeah, you guys do actually do that. I would say you guys, as you guys set up camp, you immediately notice that the egg's starting to twitch a little bit. No one's asking questions because you guys are the boss, right? So you guys create the hut, you go in there, and you see Valron and Celestia kneeling in front of it. The egg starts to open, and when it does, this cute little hatchling, blue hatchling, pops out, and kind of, it pops out and it's kind of weak, and it takes it a minute or two. It opens his eyes and looks at you, Valron, and you, Celestia, and it kind of sits up, and it kind of looks up, and it's looking at both of you,
And says exactly that.
and it's like,
Little Teals is quoting
Right?
the dragon.
no, that's not what it is. And then you see it transform into a elvish woman
Oh my.
with like teenage, with white hair and blue streaks in her hair, and she has very radiant blue eyes. One's blue and one kind of crackles with lightning, and she just sits there and is like, hello.
And I pick up my jaw off the floor.
And I nod to her and I say hello, and I offer some of the
She's
cautiously
naked too.
some
She's
lightning
completely
forward.
naked, no clothes, nothing.
Yeah.
and I am having problems picking my jaw up off the floor.
Yeah, she is beyond gorgeous. And she radiates like this aura of like... It's like, hi. She says that in Elvish, by the way.
Okay. Well, I
Which all of us understand.
Yeah, she did.
I walk up to her and hand her my shield.
She kind of holds it and looks at it. She's like,
You know,
thank you. This is mine now. And she takes it. She's like, yay, my first loot.
I go into my
I
pack.
lower my hands and I say, like, back up, you guys. Like, this is supposed to be Celestra and I kind of thing. Like, hold on.
I reach into my pack and grab the extra set of clothes that I have, and I hand it to Valron.
Okay,
She
so I use
sees you. She sees you, Oregon. She immediately grabs you. And do you try to resist?
I'm not staying near her.
No, she saw you. And so she goes
Yeah,
running over.
You see me, but...
hut.
Oh yeah, she comes running over as soon as she sees you do that. She comes over. It's like, oh, can I keep this?
I bust out laughing.
I look at Valron.
She's just squeezing.
I look at
Oregon,
her
make a Constitution save because she doesn't know her own strength, and she's squeezing you so hard and just nuzzling her face up to you. Oh my God, it's adorable.
Why do I feel like I'm about to roll a 1? Oh, good.
You keep from passing out. She's just like, oh my God, he's so adorable. I'm gonna call him.
He can be your new best friend, but let's talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll.
He is mine though, right? I got the shield, and I want him too.
I'm sure he'll play some music for us later. And
He
you'll-
plays music. She grabs him again.
Yeah.
Starts grabbing him like, can you play something right now?
I look at Oregon and say,
Awesome.
do it.
I look at Valron again.
Do it.
Do it.
I just nod at him like, do what you're told, basically.
Oh
And
my God!
I am losing
please.
it over in the corner.
You see her covetous nature
so-
starting to come through immediately.
Okay.
Do you have a name,
Can I use
or can I call you something?
if I need to? So I'm gonna roll performance. Can I roll luck if I need to?
Yes, you can on this because
Okay. I'll roll luck on that one.
I hate to say this, but I have to bail, guys. I got
we're finishing up. So
to take care of something real
go
quick.
ahead
So
if you guys need to bail. But remember, you guys have gone up a level. If you have any questions about your level, just get with me before Wednesday. Unless you'll have to wait till next week then.
Definitely. And awesome session tonight, Ranger. That was fun.
Yes, indeed. So, she's looking at you, Oregon. She puts you down. It's like, what am I going to call you? I know. Let me think. And you can see her when she's smiling that she has little bitty fangs on her mouth, like, and she's just in there like, what do I call you? Do you want to let her know your name before she calls you something? Finn,
Yeah.
I'm giving you a chance.
Yes.
When am I
I'm
going to
gonna say I have the perfect name.
What is it?
Oregon.
I love it. Now play me some music.
And then I rolled, so I got a 17.
Yes, and you play, and she's like, oh, it's amazing. You see, she's so happy. You see little bits of lightning kind of going over her skin and stuff.
Yeah, again, that's what I'm trying to do is just use lightning to go off every now and then to keep her comfortable.
She's like, oh, you have... Are you a dragon too?
I say I am part of the wind and the lightning like you, yes.
So not a dragon? She looks a little sad.
I say unfortunately not quite as graceful as you, my lady, and not a dragon.
I'm a lady?
If that's what you want to be. You are appearing that way now.
Yes, I think I will be a lady, and that is mine, and the shield is mine.
Done.
I was like, all right. And she's looking around like, and she starts walking, and she runs into the side of the tent, and she's, wait, what? And you see her eyes kind of look, and, oh. And then she looks around, oh, she hasn't gotten dressed yet. She's starting to walk outside naked. With the shield in her hand.
Yeah, no, I was going to say I used Mage Hand to get the clothes that Oregon got out to get and move them over to her.
It's like, what's these?
And I
are these mine too? She's like, oh, and she's looking. I'm like,
and that I explained to
trying to
her.
figure.
I'll go ahead and help her dress in case she's unsure.
Yeah, she's completely naked, guys. So
Yeah, I
I say
show
you
her
might
my
want
clothes
these
and look at her.
guys may not have control.
Okay. So what do I do with these? She holds up the pants. She's like, what do I do with these?
I show her mine and I help her put them on.
Oh, I see. And then you give her a shirt and she puts on a shirt and anything else you want for her to wear?
I'll help put her hair up and make it a little more fun for her.
Yeah, it's down to her back, so you kind of put her hair up and stuff. And
Now that she's distracted, I spend my time trying to help Grim bring up his lower jaw. So.
yeah, Grim fell in love.
Oh yeah, that's what he does.
So,
but this time I'm not going to try and hook him up with the dragon. That is not happening.
and so you get her dressed. You guys have any boots? Let's say you guys have extra clothes, and you get her dressed, and she's looking solid. And she's got the shield, and she puts it over her back. And she's like, "Awesome, man! Like, is there anything else that's mine?" I mean, I've got the shield. I've got clothes. I've got that. She looks at Oregon. So that's 3 things.
Oregon. And when she looks at me, I say, Oregon.
I'm sorry. I've got the Oregon. And who are you two?
I say my name is Valron, and I point to Celestra and let her introduce herself.
You can call me Mother.
Mother. I don't think you're my mother.
Celestra will do fine.
Celestra. I like that name. And I'm... Oh.
That's something
I don't know what my name
you
is.
can decide. You do not have to pick. Right.
I get a name?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do need a name. Oregon. What is my name?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I
No.
look at her and I say, you may not want him to name.
Not asthma.
Well, he's
Yeah.
mine. He can tell me. I own him.
I think I have a good name for you.
What is it?
How do you like the name of Ebony?
Oh, no, it's not working for me.
Okay. Then... So, just to kind of make a show, I start casting prestidigitation.
Oh, I can do that too. She starts just without thinking, starts doing the same thing you're doing, Finn.
And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to tap my brooch and say, Faerun, any ideas? And continue to cast prestidigitation.
She's like, what's that? What's that you just talked into?
Be careful, she'll probably hear us next time.
Oregon, what's that on your wearing? You spoke into it. Does it do anything?
No. I can talk to you too. And I point my finger at her and cast message and say hi.
She does it back to you. It's like, hi, Oregon.
How about Kaida? It actually means little dragon.
Kaida. I like it.
I like it too.
That's the important part.
All right, let's go outside. And she picks up Oregon and her shield, and she walks out with her clothes on, and she walks out carrying Oregon like a doll.
So I'm just going to try and keep speaking with her and keeping her calm and letting her know that I'm her.
She's very calm, and she walks outside. She's like, oh.
Yeah, we are spoiling her.
Her eyes glimmer in the sunlight as the sun's going down. She's like, wow, is this all mine too?
I say in some ways, yes, this world is somewhat all of ours.
I'm so happy.
That makes us happy as well.
And she's like, well, what do we do now?
Well, I say we are currently traveling and moving. I think it's something you would enjoy learning. Yes. And I levitate up and I say, is it something you would wish to do with us?
She starts levitating up to Colin and Oregon. She's like, yes, can we do this? This looks fun.
All right. So I just start slowly, moving towards the wagons, and
As
we'll
you guys
start-
do this, everyone that's around the wagons, the mercenary groups, J-Ron, everybody, they're just like, they see this. You guys went into the tent with some item, and this beautiful white and blue haired girl comes out, and they're all just like grim, like what in the hell is going on? And Gerard comes up and is like, to you, Oregon's like, boss, what the fuck is going on?
Just roll with it.
Oh wait, no, you're floating in the air. He can't.
And I say,
Yeah,
now,
he's not going to say anything to me. But I was actually getting ready to do something to.
When she gets outside,
to
she
Gerard.
spots McCarvin, who is kind of taking this moment to kind of do his meditating and stuff. She's like, "That's mine too." She goes flying over there to McCarvin.
and I keep following her, and I say, now, if you can, would you allow us to help you through this new journey that you've just started?
Oh yes, I would like that very much.
Okay, so I say, how about for right now, I just introduce you to him instead of you wanting to have him and see how it goes.
Okay. And she goes by you and runs up to McCarvin. She goes on the ground and runs up. It's like, "Hi, I'm Kada, and this is mine. This is Oregon." And McCarvin's like, "Yes, I know who he is." And he grabs her hand, and I am McCarvin. Very nice to meet you, young lady. And you see her kind of flush a little bit for some reason. She doesn't seem to understand why. She's like, "Oh, I'm new." "Yes, I know what you are, my precious little thing. But do not worry. Now, Oregon cannot be yours." "Oh, why?" "Well, we don't own people. You can own things, but you don't own people." "I don't know if I like that." "Well,
How about this? And I kind of like. I'm assuming she's kind of like holding me, so I like turn up
yeah,
to
he's like,
look at her.
"Oregon, would you like to be her friend?"
How about this? I can be your bestest friend, and I can help you with
She's
Valron
like,
and Celestra go through all of our journeys.
"Friends? What does friends mean?" Friends are people you care about. They are your compatriots, your comrades, your family." "I can have a family?" "Of course. I've decided that I will be having a family, and Oregon is in my family, and you'll be in my family, and Celestia and Valron will be in the family too." He's like, "All right. See, now you're." He's like, "Why is your skin so black?" "Well, I'm a dark elf." "And why do you have your eyes covered? Are you hurt?" And she actually reaches out and touches his face. He doesn't, for the first time in your life, Oregon, you see him actually let her touch his face. It's like, "No, sweetie, my eyes are sensitive to the sunlight." Oh. And so that's how this will end it, is with you guys introducing Kada into the world. And Celestia, Valorant, I'll both have you put Kada on your sheets. You two are the two most responsible for. Oregon, you've become her buddy. Grimm's in love. McCarvin's starting to look at her like, "I've got another pupil to train." Shit. Alright, and that's where we'll end. So,
Nice job.
alright, so you guys level. If you guys want to do that now, we can to close out. If not, we can do it offline. Up to you. If not, I'm
Yeah,
gonna...
let's do it offline because
Okay.
we're already past 8:30. So
Yeah, alright, so we're going to end it here. If you guys like what you see, give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe.
I had a request too, just to kind of clarify something.
Yeah, what's up?
What I was planning on doing, because Decepticons was saying that my character was becoming very cruel when we were doing the kobolds. So
Yeah, but
so I wasn't. So first off, we were getting ready to
it was
kill them
it
anyways.
was an act. Yeah, we're going to kill them anyway.
So the second
I got
part
you, I
is
got
that
you, I got
knew
you.
I can't deal with 3 of them. So
I know what
was
you were
trying
doing.
to thin them
Yeah.
out, so that I was only dealing with 2 of them. And the other part was I was going to try to make the other 2 kind of do exactly what they did, but essentially lead us through the curtain was my goal. So I was going to try and use them to get us through the curtain, and like basically force them to go into that area.
Yeah,
So, but
it's all
they
fun. they pee their
Oh no,
pants.
so that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I wasn't trying to be like cruel and torture them.
No,
One, I was going to kill anyone.
trust me, as the
Can't take
DM, I've been up these guys as I've told them very clearly. This is all we're done. That if they do something against their alignment outside the norms, that I would, like if Finn had just was torturing someone, his alignment would change instantly. But that's what it wasn't what he was doing. I knew exactly what he was doing. So.
Plus, I was control, so I'm not. This isn't like that. Wasn't like evil. It also
No.
wasn't good. If I was good, I wouldn't be able to do that. I don't
No,
think.
after what these kobolds have done, you gave them mercy. Trust me. So that's our show. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will not have a show next week, but we'll have a show the week after. So no Thanksgiving show. So on behalf of myself, everybody here, thank you for stopping by. And we will holler at you guys later. So peace.